Shaking off the rust. That means none of our funny commentary got onto the stream. What the hell?
Damn.
It's good now.
It's coming through now.
Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
on my TV.
All right, that should be all done. I don't know why, but for some reason, when you log out of Streamlabs in order to log into another account for like your basic one, the headset and microphone decide they just want to unselect themselves.
Yeah.
I figured that out because of trying to stream this week, which didn't go very well.
The important things you should have got out of the conversation we were having is that Afris is fucking massive.
I'm big.
She's a whole lot of giraffe.
Yeah.
I was tiny, but now I am big. Only extremes for me.
Now you just need to have your artificer friend cast enlarge on you. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, about the weight part of that.
I might just cut out all the muted part. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
Oh my gosh!
So you would weigh almost 8,000 pounds.
So I would weigh like the elephant. I would be like elephant tier. Like I think that's how much an elephant weighs.
8,000
Even
pounds.
if I reduced you to half,
Bubba looks at you with hearts in his eyes.
100 pounds.
If you reduce my size, I will kill you. Like I will come for you, bitch. I'll still weigh a lot.
So small, I'll get away.
How big are elephants? Oh, they're actually can be 13,000 pounds, but an Asian elephant is 8,800 pounds generally.
I'm just trying to imagine a 16-foot tall, 8,000 pound Afris.
Honestly, the weight to height proportions I'm gonna have a really thick torso.
You'd be real
thick. I'm gonna be real beefy. No, we didn't get any reply about the followers. Dream Mom.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about that. Not sure if we should do that on stream or not.
Probably not.
I didn't get any reply, so. That said, we also haven't been shut down, so. Good news there.
Indeed.
Time to blast some stuff.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is it time to blast some stuff yet?
Not just yet, unless we want to start early.
Another 7 minutes.
I need to open my character sheet. That's important.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. So what kind of elephant do we have with us? Do we know?
No.
My assumption is African gray.
Sure, that's it. That's what we're going
Well,
with.
there's African bush, Asian, African forest. You know, there's lots of types.
I had a Thanksgiving not with my family, so I will say it was as good as it could have been.
My Thanksgiving was like this because I felt like shit. And
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's half good, half bad.
I made an entire Thanksgiving feast for myself and my roommate, and like it was my first time ever. Like the most complicated thing I've cooked up to that point was like chicken Alfredo, and I cooked a turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing and all that stuff. Like I was pretty proud of myself.
was it good?
Yeah, it was delicious.
Nice.
I didn't poison myself, so that's awesome.
That's always a plus.
We cooked a whole bunch of stuff and thought we'd have a whole bunch of leftovers. The only thing left over right now is the turkey.
Now, we
Yeah,
have
a ton of
Thanksgiving
leftovers.
breakfast at my house because I'm a vegetarian, my mom's a pescatarian, my sister eats meat, and then the girl who lives in my attic is also a pescatarian. So we have trouble feeding people lunch and dinner the same things.
Yeah.
So we eat breakfast.
Breakfast. I will always go for breakfast food.
Yeah. I missed you too, Mom.
Thanksgivings and worked. Damn.
What's a
As
pescatarian?
in,
A pescatarian is somebody who eats fish, but not other meats.
other meats. But one of my coworkers was. Until he went on keto. What is all your guys' favorite foods for Thanksgiving?
I'm a fan of ham and cranberry sauce.
Taters and gravy.
As I said, I eat breakfast, so it's not really a Thanksgiving food.
It's still
breakfast food.
Thanksgiving, so it's still Thanksgiving, so it counts.
I guess pancakes because they're like my favorite breakfast food in general.
Yeah.
No,
I love me my stuffing.
That's my mom's favorite as well.
Destiny says hi, Scott.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Zach. I know we were gonna like hang out, but today got really, really, really busy. I apologize. I totally blanked that we were supposed to hang out. I apologize.
That seems to be happening a
I
lot
woke up.
lately.
I woke up at 7 o'clock and I didn't stop moving or get home until about like an hour ago. So.
It was a busy day. Yeah.
Yeah.
From what?
So,
9
fun
a.m.
story. I almost spent 12 hours out in the cold yesterday. Almost.
Oh, that sucks.
We were gonna. Our initial plan was to wake up at 3:30 and go out to our GameStop and see if we could get in line for PS5. Black Friday, we thought maybe that our chances were up there. And my friend was coming home at about 7 o'clock from his family's Thanksgiving. And he's like, "Yeah, there's already like 6 people waiting online." I'm like, "Mother, okay, well, sure, why not? Let's do it. It's fine. We'll have some fun. It'll be fun. We'll hang out with the people. We'll talk, whatever." And so we went out there, got our chairs, got like warm clothes and everything. It was really cold, and we were out there for about 2 hours, and we were going to take turns sitting in the car warming up. And I was in there, and I saw some people come over and talk to my roommate and a couple other people, and they all kind of got up and walked towards the front of the door. I'm like, that doesn't look good. And they came back up like 2 minutes later, and the door stated that they were only going to have 8 Xbox Series X's and 2 PS5s total. And we were like 5th or 6th in line. And so we were like, well, we're FUCK. And so we just went home. So luckily we didn't spend the entire 12 hours out there. We only spent 2. Still sucked.
Yeah, there's been a whole lot of scalping going on with this. The one group is bragging about having 3,500, scalping 3,500 of them.
That's so dumb.
Because apparently
Yeah,
that's not
people are
illegal.
vile.
It's not.
Selling your own property for your own prices is not technically illegal.
It was like those two kids in I don't remember what state it was, where they hoarded like 30,000 hand sanitizers beginning of COVID
Yeah.
Yep.
just to make a buck off of.
Yeah.
And they had to donate them because that is actually illegal since it was an important health thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, PS5s are gone everywhere, unfortunately. The entire, Sony's even stated that their entire stock is completely gone. So they are having to rush to try to make more. So just have to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big deal.
7 o'clock if you want to start.
I'll have them eventually.
Yeah. So, you guys are getting to Galithspire. It's a bigger town than Ringbriar was, and it's actually walled around the town itself. It's probably about twice the size. A little bit more modern-looking buildings, and some more actual electricity that seems to be flowing around the town a little bit more. So lights that are glowing from inside some of the houses that you can see over the top of the wall. And as you guys come in, the sun is just setting and it's getting dark. And there are a couple of guards that stand out front of the town itself. And they currently have the gate closed as you guys approach.
Okay. Well, our group, they're definitely gonna let us in.
They look at all of you and say, what is your business, travelers, as they're eyeing the elephant?
We are returning this elephant home. Wherever its home is. I can't remember the name of it.
Wasn't it in the Mournlands?
It was
No,
like past it.
it was past that in the Talento Plains.
Right.
In the Talenta Plains. We are making our way there. That is our goal.
They kind of like look at each other. This is, I don't think we can really allow that creature into the city.
I mean, why not?
It's a little big for the streets.
Well, do you have a stable or something we can
I feel like-
keep it in? Keep Bubba in?
There's nothing that we have that's available. If you're going to find anything, you can try to ask one of the farming settlements around town to hold on to it for you.
All right.
I mean, I guess we'll do that.
Did you say something, Valerian?
Where on the map are we right now?
I will see if I can ding it.
Very far from our intended destination.
I believe we're
Yes, very, very far.
Galithspire?
Yes, Galithspire. So far to the down, yeah, right there. Correct, where the little ding is happening. That is
So
where
we need to
you
go
guys
down
are.
the river towards the Dragonwood around.
There's a number of different ways you guys can go, but your plan to return this elephant to its home is a ways away to the east.
You can try to
But-
ford the river with the elephant.
the Dagger River, where you guys currently are, is at the mouth of the river itself. So you can go like north and try to do that, but even that is a pretty wide swath of river.
I think that's a bridge just south of it.
That is a bridge to the south, yes. But the guards do point you in the direction. There's a couple of farming houses that reside outside of the walls that are just to the north of town. They're like, I can't guarantee that they're going to allow you to keep your elephant there, but go for it. Unfortunately, we won't be able to allow the animal into town. But once you can figure out its living situation, you can come back and we can let you into the town.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go talk to some farmers.
You head off north, and you kind of skirt around the wall, and you can now see on the other side that probably about a 10-minute walk away from the village. It's the city is, I should say, town itself. Is a large swath of land that seems to be about half harvested of its grain and wheat that seems to be growing there. And a little bit ways past that is a house that kind of resides kind of in the middle of the area, and you can see some lights on in the house itself. And another building just barely past that, a little bit to the right, is a large-looking barn. You guys move through the fields, and I'm guessing staying away from the unharvested grain so you don't crush it with the elephant.
Yeah, we'll probably try to be nice.
And
We're
you
being very respectful.
move towards the farmhouse itself. You see as you continue forward that there's a lot of farming equipment and some things that some of you don't recognize. But Valerian, you would kind of find some interesting. They seem to be like harvesting machines. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting this weird thing. Sorry.
It does sound fun to me.
You start your computer thing. I apologize. So yeah, you get some. They're like these harvesting machines that seem to be rideable and have some mechanics to them. Decently like high-tech technology, even for this area. You continue on towards the house, and as you guys get near, you see the front door like open up, and you see a very small shadow appear at the door, and there is a sudden just flash of like gunpowder and fire from like this shadow that is there, and you guys stop. Nothing happens to you guys, but it's a loud and you hear this tiny little voice come from the shadows like, "Stay where you are! Don't come any closer!"
I've already got
You
daggers
good, bro?
in hand.
Who are you? What do you want?
We're just
I'm
travelers.
going
Very nice.
to subtly cast guidance on myself before talking to this crazy person.
You're good like 20 feet away at this point, so it's pretty easy to become like
Yeah. I'll put up a hand and just kind of say, we're just looking to order some stay for our elephant here.
Roll a persuasion.
That's going to be 18.
18? Is that what you said?
18?
19?
Yes.
Okay. So 19, and he kind of like he lowers what like the weapon he seems to have in his hand, and he kind of like, "Oh, I thought you were one of those kids that likes to come around here and terrorize my farm."
No, I don't think any
I
of us
look
are
at
kids.
Afris, and yeah, I can see how you would think that.
That is so rude.
You see, like, kind of step forward. He hits this like this lamp that's attached to the top of his deck, and he kind of steps into it. And you kind of see, and it's a very small, very old looking gnome. He's got this really scraggly beard. He's bald on top with just this kind of tight curly white hair that goes around, kind of in a border around his head with nice male pattern baldness right on top. And he's carrying this like wooden device in his hand that seems to be smoking slightly from the front end, and he's got this big thick glasses on that magnify his eyes out, and he's just, wait, I thought you were a weird looking animal. As he looks over at you, Avarice.
I mean, you're pretty weird looking too, so back
Kind of
up.
like, come closer, come closer.
I mean, are you gonna shoot me with that thing again?
No, it's just it makes a lot of
smoking a
noise.
little.
It doesn't actually do anything.
Okay, well then I'll walk closer.
I'll get
He kind of
closer.
like looks up at you. You guys come in. You kind of just gotta go into the edge of the light from the deck, and he's looking up at all of you. And he's, well, you definitely looked well armed at the very least. You sure you're not in danger?
No,
Yeah,
the
no,
guard
we
sent us
just
this way.
elephant's too big for town.
They
can
directed
tell.
us here. There might be a. They
They
said there
sent
might be
you
a
here?
place for you. Yeah, they said there might be a place for you to where you can hold him for about a week while we get some stuff done in town before we head out.
A week? You want me to take care of this thing?
We'll take care of it.
An animal like this.
We'll take care of it. We just need somewhere for it to stay safely.
Huh. Is it kind of like lowers his voice because he seems to like not quite sure if the thing itself can understand him. He's like, is it dangerous? Is it going to try to eat me?
No, Bubba's
No.
It's a vegetarian.
Oh,
he's also really
Ah, looks
sweet.
like
I say,
myself.
petting its trunk.
Me too.
Also,
Yep.
It's also very well trained, and I say, Bubba, sit.
and it's loud just as it sits down and he like jumps backwards. Oh, listen, understands commands. That's good. It seems to be well trained. Well,
He's a nice fellow.
It'll cost you. It'll cost you to keep him here. I'm not going to take care of it for free.
Oh, that's fine. We should be making quite a bit of money soon, so.
What would you like for a down payment?
He kind of like whispering to his head. I'd say 5 gold should cover the initial. But if there's any damages, you'll be paying those extra.
I can do that. I'll give him 5 gold.
He kind of like looks surprised. Oh. And he kind of like puts them in his hand. He clinks them around a little bit. Mighty kind of you. Kind of puts it away. Yeah, follow me. We can take him over to the barn. It's currently empty, anyways. He's just kind of like staring up at all of you, very confused. And he's just kind of turns around. Honey, I'll be right
I will
back.
signal. I'll signal to Bubba to follow us.
You hear like a deeper voice from inside. Who is it? Nobody, don't worry. And you hurry up. Okay, just go back to your show. And then kind of like closes the door behind him and then leads you off the side of the house towards the barn. And he grabs this lantern that's to him above his head height, but it's like literally like 2 feet off the ground, and grabs it and starts walking and jumps off the deck and lands in this little lantern that lights the way and leads you over to the barn. And it's mostly made out of wood, but it has some metal fittings and framing. And he walks over, and there's a crank that is by the front door. These doors are massive, way bigger than looks like he could probably push. But he goes over and there's a little crank off to the side. He grabs this handle and he's and as he's cranking, the doors are slowly and they open up this large vacant barn that has a bunch of like hay and tools and machinery all kind of piled up in different areas. It has a second floor that kind of goes around it, a landing type of area, and you see more just kind of farming type accoutrement that is a piled up there. But he kind of lets you lead Bubba into the farmhouse itself, and he kind of has you like tie him to one section, and but give him enough slack so he can move around the barn itself. And he kind of like, you say he's vegetarian. What does he like to eat?
Grains, and like, I think he eats hay.
Probably.
Well, he kind of goes over and grabs like a handful and kind of like lifts it up towards the beast, and Bubba just kind of like grabs the hay, but like grabs him as well as he's doing it because he's not really. And he kind of gets lifted.
Okay. I grab him.
I'll grab it. I'm just like.
He grabs it, pulls it down. He's just. Oh. I'm gonna
I
have to-
recommend just leaving a pile for him somewhere.
Yeah,
and he'll
You don't have
he'll
to
get
feed
it
him
himself.
like hand fed.
Yeah, got it. He kind of like counts his fingers real quick. He's like, okay, good. Well, are you all needed a place to stay, or are you going to stay in town?
Well, we were thinking of
We're gonna
staying
go
in
to
town,
town,
but
look around.
Well, I'd say stay in town because there's no space here. Your beast is taking out most of it.
okay.
Okay. Then that was a weird question to ask, but okay.
I try to be courteous. Doesn't mean I have to follow through.
Okay. I mean,
Fair
yeah, I agree.
enough.
I agree.
By the way, my name is Nimblethorn.
Nimblethorn.
Nimblethorn. Okay.
Nimblethorn. And it's good to meet all of you. What are your names?
I reach my hand down, I guess, because he's 2 feet tall. My name is Valerian.
Midnight.
Larry, good to meet you. You're a Warforged.
That's what I hear.
It's fascinating. I've only seen a couple. He's kind of like looking you over in this weird, like, investigative way. Your machinery that you and your brother share
Machines you have all
has,
there.
yes, they are inventions of my own, actually. They've helped me manage this farm with just me and my wife.
Do you mind if I take a peek at one of them?
Not tonight. I'm tired, and I don't want you snooping around my machines without me there.
Okay.
I have
I'll check
copyrights,
next time
by
we
the
come
way.
back.
He kind of like shakes his finger. He's like, I have copyrights, by the way, so no stealing my ideas.
I would never.
We would never.
Nope. She Midnight says with her fingers crossed behind her back.
It's like things kind of go awkwardly silent for a moment. He's like, okay, now shoot.
Okay, bye. My name is Aphris.
I'm Midnight.
Hey, bye at first, bye midnight.
This is Birdie.
Birdie just like looks at him and kind of and takes for a little bit, and then they head out from there. And he goes in and kind of pulls the crate again. Yeah. Pulls
good,
the crate.
Bubba.
And you just see the elephant just kind of like looking at all of you, and you just hear this from inside as the door closes. By the time you get back to the entrance, as he kind of like watches you all go and make sure you guys are out away from the farm before you see him close the door and go back inside. You guys head back towards the entrance to the town, and as you get there, the same guards are there. And they kind of like, oh, looks like you were able to convince one of them to take it. Well, now before we let you in, what is your business here? And they're all kind of looking at you suspiciously.
Again,
Well,
we are just traveling to take our dear elephant home, but we are very
stock
far,
up on goods.
and we
for-
need supplies.
place to stay for the night.
Okay, well,
Well, for a week. Because we have to
For a
make
whole
the.
week?
Yeah, we have to. You said it took a meet. It would take a week for the to make the bag of holding.
it's the general guess, yes.
Yeah.
We need some rest.
Well, definitely won't be hard to miss you all if you do anything untoward, so I guess we can let you in. Just don't cause any trouble.
We would
Planet.
never do that.
And he kind of
No,
looks
not at
back
all.
through the gate and
Never ever.
nods towards somebody in the portcullis that's there at the front gate. Kind of opens up just enough for you guys to get through. And you come in and are moved forward into a paved street that is a little dirty. There's some bits of garbage here and there, but it seems to be mostly well kept. The town itself, the street itself is mostly empty. There's a couple people walking down the street on either side. But you see some hanging lamps that kind of string along the roads, and you see some lights in some of the windows of the buildings nearby and further down. And yeah, you are now in Galeth's Spire.
I turn back to the guard. Oh, can you direct us to the nearest inn?
Yeah, that's the Singing Flagon. It's about 2 blocks towards the main square of town, and then just go left. You should see it there. It's pretty obvious.
Did you say sinning flagon?
Singing Flagon.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
The sinning flagon would have been more interesting.
The sinning,
but-
that's a different tavern on the other side of town.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you guys head in, and it's about like a 10-minute walk there. But you get to this tavern, and it's got a big sign out front with a flagon of ale that seems to have a mouth, and there's like little notes that have been like carved out of the sign and like seem to float away from the sign itself. And this interesting little signage for the tavern. And it seems to be quite busy. Once you guys get close, you can hear a lot of like hubbub and talk and stuff going on inside. You guys enter as is, or you want to do anything first?
I don't have much to do other than what needs to be done.
I have Birdie quickly prestidigitation. It's all clean.
Yes. You guys are a little bit grimy from the road, but you guys then Birdie takes the time to prestidigitation everything, and gets everyone clean, and you guys head inside. And as you guys were able to hear, it is quite busy in here. There's a number of people that are drinking, talking. People are playing games at some of the tables. There's a very plump woman at the bar that seems to be handing out drinks. She's got long black hair, kind of a dirty apron on her, and but she seems very happy and jovial as she's passing around drinks and talking to patrons and whatnot. And she's giving orders back to the kitchen, and there you see this very small, very skinny young man in the back that kind of like pops his head in and out of the window. He's like, "What do you want? Okay, order up!" And its things are coming up, and it's people are seeming in a jovial mood.
You ever split up that gold?
Do we want...
E100 gold that you found?
How many rooms
Is
are
that what
we
you're talking
in?
about?
I'm sorry?
I was wondering if we ever split up that gold.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think so.
Where
In my
did I write
notes,
that?
it says Valerian 100 gold split ?
As the Raven person, Giraffe Centaur, One Horn Tiefling, and Warforged all enter, the place goes silent, and everyone turns and is just staring at all of you as you guys enter this tavern.
What's up?
That's kind of rude.
I say
I'll order
nothing,
his
and I
drinks.
just- The keep or whoever looks like they're in charge working.
The woman at the bar.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Aphris and Valerian will head towards the bar, and some of the people at the bar like kind of look up at the giant giraffe centaur and like back away, like they get off their seats and they take their drinks and move off.
Too bad they didn't leave him, but whatever.
And
I'm not
the
as
woman,
tall as she is.
no,
I'm still like 6'10" myself.
We both tall.
yeah,
Too
you
big.
guys are very tall. You guys you guys tower over this woman at the behind the bar. She looks up at you both and just, well, you're some odd-looking strangers. Haven't had either of your type in here in a while. So
Hey.
what can I get you?
A beer would be good.
There it is.
A room or two to sleep.
Oh yeah, of course. He kind of goes in and you hear this sound from below. She brings out this big mug and she kind of like slides it over towards you after. She's like, I think you're a woman of your size needs a little extra. She kind of gives you a wink. It's just like it's a big mug.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And she says, and would you like a drink, my mechanical sir?
I don't drink.
I'll take one.
Well, okay, yes, of course. And she gets another one, a little bit smaller, but she gets another one. They're decently sized mugs, anyways. And hands that over to you. And she's like, and your feathered friend.
I look at Afris.
Birdie, does Birdie want a drink?
Birdie wants
I
a
feel
drink.
like she should. I feel like she shouldn't, but there she goes.
And she hands her one, and she just excitedly takes it and starts
small.
like, sipping on it.
Small one.
For all of the drinks and the rooms, how many do you need?
Did we want to get separate rooms or like double up with two?
Me and Birdie only need one room.
I'm fine sharing room, but if you want to do your own
However you
space,
guys want
Do
to
you
go.
need a lot of room for working on the bag, or?
no, just a table.
Also,
Okay.
me and Birdie sleep on the floor, so if one of you guys wants to sleep in the bed, you can do that. We take
Two
all the
rooms
pillows
should
and
be-
blankets.
2 rooms? Okay. So for 2 rooms and all of the drinks, that'll come out to about a gold and a half.
I'll pay it, and then I'll pay her 2 gold, and I'm like, I got some flasks for you to fill up for me, so you know,
Of
here we
course.
go.
She takes it and happily does it, and she's like, and if you want any food, dinner's a silver.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Do you have any vegetarian options?
I'm sure we've got some veggies in the back. It's not usually a request, but yeah, I'm sure we could accommodate you.
Okay. I will then pay for everybody's dinner as well.
I also
Okay.
don't eat.
Okay.
Okay, so 3.
Wow, you're an easy customer, even though you don't pay much.
Mechanically, you don't need to eat or drink.
Oh, yes. I've had a couple Warforged. I wasn't quite sure if the rumors were true that you didn't need sustenance.
I don't need to breathe either. We're going to talk about that.
Fascinating. Well, I'll get your orders in, and it should be ready for you. I'll bring it out when it's ready.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
And she goes and puts the orders in. You hear her kind of talking with the guy in the back. And you guys go find a table, sit down, start drinking. Food comes out in about 10 minutes. Nice big hearty soups full of meat and veggies and whatnot for Midnight and Birdie. And then for Afris, they kind of make this, like, it looks like a makeshift salad that they didn't necessarily have to order for, but they put it together as best they could.
Okay, I mean that works. I'll find a different place to eat next time.
But yeah, people get used to you guys, and you guys realize as they realize you haven't not doing anything special or anything, and the noise of the place starts to rise again. People start talking to themselves.
How long do you think we're going to sit at that table?
It's up to you guys.
As long as it takes to eat.
If we're like taking like,
I'm sorry, I think you cut out.
if it's an hour, if it's at least an hour, I'm gonna make jeweler's tools.
Yeah, since you're not eating or
about an
drinking
hour.
or anything, you can sit there and just kind of like tinker around. You see Valerian just kind of pull out his tools and do what he does.
Okay.
Is it possible for you to make 2 sets, or is it just 1?
Just one.
Just the one.
Hmm.
You could always look for another one.
It's a special thing that we do.
It's fine.
I have to check you guys' passives. One second.
Alright, passives?
Mhm.
Hmm.
I have them already listed down here.
16 or
Oh, okay, it's 14.
Passive perception is
14.
11.
14. You're not very perceptive.
You're not very passive.
Did you increase your perception, Valerian? Because I have yours down as 14.
It is 14. I read the wrong one first.
Oh, okay. Then
I
yeah.
passed investigate 16.
Then yeah, so you guys continue on, and about an hour later, Valerian is finishing. Now has what looks to be a decent set of jeweler's tools that are that could be used to refine the uncut gems that you guys found in the mine.
A 10-pound bag we have.
Mm-hmm.
Putting me up to 970.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you guys wanted to do during this time, or did you guys want to go to bed, or?
Yeah, we just chill and go to bed. For me and Birdie.
Okay.
Do you think any stores are open out at this time?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Scott?
I do. Well, you're not sure. You have to go look.
Okay. We can go to bed.
As for that 100,
Say what?
just split it and everybody get 25. The
Oh,
100 that we found in the cave, just split it and have everybody take 25.
Okay.
sounds
We
good to
work
me.
together to get it.
And you're holding on to Birdie's share as usual, Efros.
Am I? Yep, I guess. I forget I do that. Yep. 50 gold.
I asked Afris if I could have maybe a pound of those uncut jewels.
Here you go. I give him my least favorite ones. The least shiny, the least pretty. Just in case he messes them up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, none of them are really pretty
spend-
right now. Like, you can kind of see some of the colors of the gems
Yeah.
in the uncut
Well, I
part.
give him the worst ones.
If you wait,
Or what I deem the worst.
if you wait until tomorrow, I can help you with that. I can learn how to do it overnight.
That's interesting.
My
we
left
still
eye
have 9 more
flat.
pounds.
I'm sorry. What?
So we still have 9 more pounds. I just want to something to keep me busy before everybody goes to sleep.
Okay.
Once we get up to the room, I'm going to ritually cast alarm, and as my hand traces the room of the floor, like the floor of the room, a little silver wire comes out of my wrist, and I trace the perimeter of the room.
You're doing this in yours and Manet's room? Took that. I'm guessing you said yes. Okay. Okay. And you guys get in, and you said you were going to start working on the kind of little bit of uncut gems.
Yeah, I'm going to take like 2 hours.
Okay.
And,
I mean, you
work
start
on these
working at
gems.
it. It's a bit of a process, making sure that they get done correctly. But you start to see near the end some fruits to your labors. Afris and Birdie, are you two doing anything before you go to bed?
We just gonna build our fort on the floor.
Okay.
To sleep.
Okay. What
That's a
about you, Midnight?
24, by the way, for a tool check.
Okay. What What about you, Midnight? You just going to bed, or?
I'm gonna watch him as he does it. My left eye is turning black while I'm learning what he's doing.
Okay. So you're just kind of watching. You eventually doze off as you're watching him, and Valerian, you're kind of still up at the end of the 2 hours as you're cutting in, and you start to see that you're starting to get a shape and more like vibrant color to the gem, and this one itself is kind of this very dark green. And you feel that with enough time and effort, you should be able to get these done and make them out to be decently cut gems.
Cool.
About,
After that 2 hours, I'm gonna go into my sentry's rest.
Okay. About, I'd say about 4 or 5 hours into the rest itself. After you go in that trance, you hear some people come upstairs, and they're very quiet. They seem to be trying to be quiet for whatever reason, trying to like not wake up people or whatever, because it's pretty late at night at that point. And then you hear some footsteps proceeding.
I should also state that when I go into my rest.
I think
when I'm in my rest,
Okay.
I'm still conscious and can see and hear as normal. So
You'll what?
Okay. No.
Sorry, you cut out a lot. You're
When I'm
what?
in my sentry's rest, I can see and hear as normal. My rest, I can see and hear as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll face the door.
Okay. No one comes to your door, and you hear the footsteps come and then go about 2 or 3 minutes later. And you then can finish your rest, and you and Midnight wake up the next morning.
I still look dead when I'm asleep.
You look, yeah, you're not moving or anything, yeah. At this point, I'm sure Valerian is used to it, but yes, you wake up to Midnight just looking like she died in her sleep.
I don't breathe either.
You wake up and kind of get up and stretch a little bit, and you realize Birdie's not there.
No. This is where the arson isn't the question, it's the answer. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
That's where this comes into play.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna frantically look around the room for her.
You look around quick and there's no sign of her.
I didn't hear her leave, right?
Nope.
I didn't feel her leave, even though she lays like underneath me.
Yeah, she didn't.
That's so rude. Okay, then I'm going to rush out of the room. I'm going to knock on Midnight Valerian's door and be like, "Is Birdie in there?"
You guys hear, as you guys are getting kind of like ready for the morning, you hear what sounds like a horse galloping down the hallway.
Really fast.
Aphris?
And then it's like boom, 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 boom on the door.
I look at Valerian.
Hello? Wake up!
And then open the door.
Is Birdie in there? I'm like looking.
I look around. I don't think so.
Oh my god. Okay, then I run down the stairs. I just like leave them in the dust.
Wait, what? What's going on?
She's gone.
Leave them in the dust. I like find the front lady wherever she is.
Let's see.
Is she down there?
It's really early in the morning. There's no one down there at the moment. But she is currently like putting some of the chairs down off the tables that they put up the night prior.
Okay.
Before.
I'm like, have you seen my bird friend?
She kind of looks surprised.
Little white one.
Down the stairs. She's no. She went upstairs with you last night.
Yeah, of course she did. Okay, now I leave. I book it out of this. I book it out. I'm looking around frantically.
Valerian and Midnight, what are you guys doing after Aphris just tears downstairs, and you hear the door to the front of the tavern slam open and then closed again as you hear her leave.
Midnight looks at Valerian. Midnight looks at Valerian and goes, "Should we help her?"
I feel like maybe we should.
That's nice of you guys.
Recalling that we heard footsteps halfway into the night, going to go outside the door and investigate around Afris's and Birdie's door to see if there's any sort of sign of entry.
Okay, make a investigation check.
I would like to help.
Sure. You can roll with
Can I
advantage.
guidance myself? 6. 28.
The way I'm helping is I'm using my thieves' tools to check and see if there's anything on the lock or anything like that.
So you guys do a thorough investigation, and you do see between Valerian is like looking for very minute details, and Midnight, your expertise in certain criminal activities. You
That's one
see
way to put it.
the telltale signs of the lock having been picked on the door. And that there's like tiny little scratch marks that are on the, like, you kind of like shine like a little bit of light inside of the lock. You can see that there's little bits of scratches where you know that that's a telltale sign of someone using a lock pick. And yeah, you're not sure if that was last night, but it seems to have happened at some point. Somebody picked this lock.
I will go into the room and do further investigation there to see if maybe there are any signs of like Birdie struggling or something like that.
Make another investigation, and while you do that, Afris, you burst out into the street, and you stun a lot of people as this giant giraffe centaur comes bursting out of the tavern, and a bunch of people kind of like block and step away and whatnot as you come out. You look around, and it's a bright sunny day, and it's pretty early in the morning. You look around, and there's no sign of her.
Okay. Well, honestly, Afris is going to be pretty panicked because Birdie has never just like disappeared before, where they weren't like, I mean, they were stolen together, but they were still together. So she's just going to be pretty panicked. She's going to be pretty useless at actually like looking and thinking critically right now, I've decided. So she's just going to be like frantically like looking around the building and then like looking at all the people like trying to find her, but like not very well.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm
A
going to
dirty
use my
20
new
back on
dollar
my
store
end.
dice.
A
Because
dirty 20 for
my other
your
dice.
investigation. Valerian, you move around the room a little bit, and there's a kind of like a fort of pillows and blankets that have been made on the floor for where you can assume Afris and Birdie slept. But other than that, doesn't seem to be any signs of struggle or anything.
Did you
there a
say
window in the
perception
room?
for me?
Yes, a perception.
Okay. Then it's
Is there a
only a
window in their
12.
room?
Okay. And what was that, Valerian?
Is there a window in their room?
There is a window, yes.
I'm gonna look at that.
Okay. You move over to it. It seems to be closed and locked from the inside.
So you do what Afris is doing.
Afris, for a 12, you race around the building, looking around, and you don't find any clues or anything, unfortunately.
Yep, that is what I expected.
Valerian, you can make an investigation check if you'd like on the window to see if there's anything else.
Yeah.
Help him out, I guess.
Edit. 24.
24. You look around. You try to see to see if there's any signs of anyone like getting in through the window, and it does not seem to be. There's no like footmarks. There's no looks to see that like the window itself was tampered with. Doesn't seem to be any markings or anything that would give that impression.
Right. When we entered the tavern last night, was there anybody around that looked shady? My recollection. I also have keen mind, so I remember everything pretty accurate.
there was a lot of people, and you guys were getting a lot of stares for the matter of anyone that looked suspicious. Not really.
Nobody looks like particularly shady, though.
No, not really. People had mostly normal civilian clothes on. No one was like wearing any like hoods or anything. No one was looking any specifically like shady. No.
What time would you say that the footprints were heard?
You heard that probably around 3-4 in the morning.
Okay. I will see if Midnight wants to go help me find Afros.
I can do that. I can also see if I can get the local thieves guild to help out, if there is one here.
What's the dwarf population in this town like?
You're not sure. You've never been here.
Was there a lot of dwarves in the tavern last night when it was busy?
There were about probably about 3 or 4 that you saw.
I'm gonna see if I can't find the local dwarves and ask them for some assistance.
All right. So you guys. Well, first you're trying to find Afros, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head outside.
Where I am.
Yes. So you guys kind of like come out right as Afros is like huffing and puffing as she comes around the corner, just looking frantic and frazzled as she's looking desperate. And you see your 2 new allies come out of the tavern at the same time.
Do I see them though? That's the question.
They're pretty hard to miss.
I know, but like, do I care enough to notice?
That's the thing. Afros does notice them, but that depends on if you're just gonna ignore it and keep running around or not.
I think Afros would like immediately think maybe Birdie went to see Bubba because she loves Bubba and Bubba is gone. And so that's where she's headed after she searches the outside. She doesn't want to like immediately like she was definitely kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though that's definitely what she's thinking, but she's like trying to calm herself down, so she's like going towards the gate.
Mm-hmm. And what were you going to say, Midnight?
I want to send. I want to cast message. If she's within 60 feet of us, she'll get this message. So
you're casting that to who?
To Afros.
To Afros. Okay. I mean, you're right. Like, I mean, you come out and she's right next to you as she comes kind of around the corner.
Yeah,
and then she's about to like off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast it just to stop her, catch her in the act. I found signs of lockpicking. I think Birdie's been taken.
Oh my god! Why would you say that? That is so rude. Okay.
Why is that rude?
Afros is gonna. Guys, it just is. Avers is gonna stop and like look, and she's gonna look at Midnight with like the most murderous glare she can muster, which is pretty murderous. She's had a lot of practice. Okay. And she's like, "What do you mean?"
There's some signs of damage to the lock inside the lock. I'm going to see if I can find some people who might be able to help search.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so Midnight is going to go attempt to try to find the local Thieves Guild. Valerian, you are going to go try to find the local dwarves to see if they can help. Afros, are you going with one of them, or are you still going to go see Bubba?
No, I'm gonna go to the gates, talk to the guards, and then I'll still go see Bubba, but depending on what the guards say, of course.
Okay. Okay, so you guys all kind of separate at this point, as you guys kind of go in your respective directions.
The best thing to do with your party, always.
Yeah, we're really splitting it up.
Especially when one of them is missing. Split the party.
1v1v1. Yep.
But you guys all kind of off in your own directions as you guys try to find information. So we will start with Midnight. Roll a roll an investigation check for me.
All right. Well, that's not good. That's a total of 6.
6, okay. You start moving around. The first hour of searching around, you don't find any signs of thieves' cant or any like signals or signs on doors or anything that might lead to some haven or warehouse or safe house here for any kind of like roguish organizations. And that's what you're doing for the first hour. Valerian. Investigation. Yeah.
Natural 20.
There you go. You
26.
about 20 minutes into searching around, you actually run into a group of dwarves that are milling through the town. There's about 6 of them that are all moving on. They seem to have a bunch of tools and kind of like some equipment with them that they're all carrying, and they're moving towards the center of town.
I will go up to them and kind of like stop them and introduce myself.
Oh, well, good to meet you. What can we help you with?
I was wondering if you guys have heard anything going on around town of potentially people going missing.
Going missing? They kind of like look at each other and honestly, quizzically, and like, not really. Not really heard of any people going missing necessarily. There's crimes of things being taken, but not people. No. Why? You missing somebody?
Came into town last night, and one of our companions seems to be gone. And from the reaction of our other friend, that's not something that happens on the regular.
Well,
there did seem to appear to be signs of lockpicking. So,
well, I'm sure plenty of people around here have skills of that manner, but unfortunately, I don't know anything about any kind of kidnappings, but I can point you in the direction of some of the more shady individuals in Jaydubceejay. There's a miniature market that takes place kind of near the south end of town that kind of holds more of the less than legal tender and items that can be bought. It's a little bit secret though, so be careful going down there. You might not be welcome, but they might have more information. I'm not sure, unfortunately.
I have an ally who might be able to wiggle her way in there.
Well, I hope you find your friend, and the rest of them all kind of agree together.
And I give them all pretty firm handshakes and thank them all for their time. Did any of them seem to be craftsmen?
A number of them do. You can see a number of like tools, like hammers and chisels and whatnot, and they seem to be kind of like a mix of a group of merchants and or craftsmen that all seem to be going towards the kind of the center of town.
I wonder if it can point me in the right direction for like the finest accommodations in town, or like if I were to buy some goods or things, supplies for our trek towards the plains.
They point you towards a well-to-do kind of general store that is near the market where they're actually going, and it's a 3-story building that holds a number of they sell a number of things. They buy things as well, and they also hold auctions for certain rarities that they acquire throughout their time of business there. And he's like, I don't have the schedule myself for their for their auctions, but if you go there, they should be able to give you that information.
All right, thank you again. And I shake all their hands one more time before going back to find Midnight.
Okay. Afros, you get to the town guard, and it's different people are on shift at this point, obviously, and they all kind of look at you strange as you come galloping up to the gate, and some of them kind of grip their weapons a little bit. What do you do?
They should. No, I'm just kidding. Not gonna hurt the guards, probably. Who was on guard duty last night?
They kind of like look at each other and says, "That is not any business of yours. What's going on?"
It is. Yep. My friend was taken. So, who was on duty last night?
Your friend was taken. What do you mean?
Yes.
From where?
Taken from our room. Now, tell me, who was on duty last night?
Again, that is privileged information. We can't just.
I don't care.
Divulge the information of our guards and their whereabouts. If you would
find
like
out one way or another, babe.
You would
Might
like
as well tell
to.
me.
You see, it's like as you're getting more and more agitated, some of the guards are like gripping their weapons a little harder. Let's see, hold on. Apologize. My computer's trying to restart itself. The guards kind of like, if you would like, we can help you file a report and we can get this done officially, and we can fill out a missing person.
Tell me who was on duty last night.
Ma'am, you are going to have to calm down, or we will have to detain you.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Bitch, try me.
You see, he kind of looks behind himself at some of the guards, and they start to kind of like move around in like kind of a formation, kind of a semicircle around you. It's like, please, we can do this peacefully. I do not want to have to detain you.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Tell me who was on duty last night.
Our guards are all trustworthy, and then, like I said,
I want to question them. I'm not blaming them.
Okay, but we can do this officially. I'm not going to just bring my guards out here.
Bring them out.
That is going to be a hard no on that. I apologize.
It'd be a hard no. Well, I'll figure it out some other way, okay? Very unhelpful.
We chose to follow this character.
Do you head off from there, or do you stay around?
Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Do you head out from there, or do you stay there?
I don't know. This is the wrong day. My dumb bitch brain has like nothing in it. Like, I'm trying really hard to think what Afros would do. Let's see. Official? No. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna leave.
Okay.
And who would know who works the night shift other than these unhelpful guards? I don't know. I'll go back to the tavern or wherever we were staying, and I'll see who I can get. I'll ask that lady.
Okay. So you head out from there. You head back towards the tavern. Valerian is currently on his way back there as well. And Midnight, make another since you guys did all of that pretty quickly, Midnight is still at this point still looking for signs of the Thieves Guild. So you get back there first, Afros, as you are kind of like racing around, and you had that conversation pretty quickly. You get back to the tavern, and it's still pretty empty. But the woman is there now, having set up all of the tables. She's now back behind, cleaning and setting up glasses and whatnot. She says, "Oh, you're back. Did you find your friend?"
No, I didn't. Who would know, other than the very unhelpful guards at the gate, who works the night shift?
Well, if I remember correctly, Travis's boy Johnny, he does the guard work with some of the younger fellas. Why?
Oh, just need to ask them some questions.
Well, what exactly happened? Is your friend prone to leaving, or are you suspecting something
she's
else?
never left.
She kind of like gets this like, she's serious, but she kind of gets this like gossipy tone to her voice. She's like, did something else happen?
What do you mean something else?
Well, I hear things every once in a while that's certain.
And what did you hear?
Oh, I haven't heard anything about your friend. No. Don't get me wrong. But I do have my ear to the ground a lot, and so I might be able to help. But
I was told, ma'am, that our room was broken into. That is so interesting, don't you think?
broken into.
I'm very disappointed with the security of this place.
Our locks are brand new. I mean, if someone broke in, they must have been very good at what they were doing.
That's interesting. So where does Johnny live?
I know Travis lives up the road with his boy, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to help you. Well, no. I did see possibly something last night.
Well, share.
Well, I didn't really think of it as anything important at the time when you came down. I was a little frazzled. No offense. A centaur such as yourself rushing down the stairs, I was a little flabbergasted. But yes, about 3, I heard some movement upstairs in the rooms, and I wanted to make sure that no one was out here trying to either steal stuff or take stuff. And I saw a couple of young men leaving just leaving as I came out. I don't know who they were. They were cloaked and hooded, and I didn't really see much past that. But they were leaving right around like, I don't know, but I think it was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Did they have a wriggling sack with a bird inside that just talks all the time?
Well, I saw no bird with them, but they did seem to be carrying something. But they were just walking out the door as I came out. I didn't see a lot.
You are.
I saw them heading out towards. They turned left. That's about as much as I can give you. I apologize.
Turn left. Wow. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go outside and turn left.
You see a road that
So
heads,
helpful.
You see a road that heads south.
Okay.
As you are coming out, Valerian, you get back to the tavern and you see Afris there again. She's like looking down this side of the south along the road.
Hello, Afris.
Hello, Valerian. It is nice to see you.
Any luck?
No, the guards were very unhelpful. I need to speak to their manager. I'm becoming a Karen.
Well, I ran into a couple of dwarves that pointed me to a shadier part of town. You might be able to find some answers there.
That's good because the lady inside said that her locks are brand new and they're very good, top of the art. I don't know if that's true. State of the art locks, blah blah blah. Very good at their jobs if they did sneak in. I don't know if that's true. Could be lying. I didn't check.
We did hear footsteps around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's what the lady inside said. That's interesting that you didn't check it, but okay. She saw a couple of young men hooded leaving, carrying something, maybe, apparently a drugged birdie in a bag because she is never silent and we would have heard her from a mile away.
Well, I feel like I should apologize because I did set up some sort of alarm around my room, but not around yours. I feel like now maybe I should have.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how Afris would react to that news. Probably not very well.
My apologies. I will do everything I can to help get her back.
You better. That was a big misstep on your part. Now, let's find Midnight so we can get into the shady part of town.
Yes, I feel like we should search for Midnight and have her help with the part.
Okay. Midnight, would you, after about an hour of searching, would you give up or continue to search?
I'd probably continue to search. I'm a stubborn one.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
That is a natural 20.
There you go.
Nice.
So you guys search around a little bit, and it takes a bit because it's a decently sized town. And by the time you find her, you've actually headed further south along the road. And as you guys are getting to this smaller section of the town, you get to an alleyway. And as you're passing, Valerian, you kind of just like glance down real quick as you notice something. And you notice the singular horn of your ally is down at the end of the alleyway, looking at something. And as you get closer, you can see what she's looking at. And you, Midnight, are looking around the corner, and it seems to be like it's like a trick of the alleyway, where as you look down, it looks like it hits a dead end. But as you actually get closer, there's just a very slight edge that the wall is not quite flush with the buildings itself. And there's a small staircase that leads down and through, and this seems to be leading to this kind of like underground market area. You can hear voices and people mulling around, and downstairs, and you can see lights and whatnot filtering out through the kind of like archway that leads down.
I'm assuming that Midnight would hear the almost 1,400 pounds of
Oh, yeah.
coming up behind him.
We are very stealthy.
Clever. Well, I think I found what I was looking for.
Birdie?
No, someone who, the place where I can find information about where Birdie might be taken.
Does this seem to correlate with what the dwarves told me?
Yes, it's around the same area, yeah.
Okay. I let Midnight know what the dwarves said, that there is some shady going-ons in this general part of town, so it might be exactly what he was looking for. Exactly what she was looking for.
I guess I should have gone with you. That would have been a little bit easier on me.
They did say that you need to be careful in this part of town with how you talk to people. I feel like maybe you should lead the way.
Alright. I'm going to cast Disguise Self. And I'm going to make myself a long-haired, silver-haired elf.
Okay. You see the form of the one-horned tiefling kind of fade away, and is now a long silver-haired, beautiful elf. Do you head down with everyone or by yourself?
I'm going to head down.
Just saying.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
Yep.
As if you're leaving me.
I'm going to also disguise self.
Okay.
So that I appear just kind of like a rugged human. Roughly the same size. Like I'll make myself look like 6'5", but a big, just like burly human.
Okay.
With some scars, something that looks like I've been rough people, not necessarily people rough with me.
Okay. So you guys head down from down the steps, and it's a little bit of a tight squeeze for you at first, but you're able to get down without too much trouble. You move into this kind of long alleyway, and it goes on for quite a distance, and you see it kind of like curve off in a couple of ways, and more corridors lead off into different areas. But along this long hallway are a number of these like stands and kind of like throw up merchant stands that are kind of line the walls along here. And there's a number of people that are kind of sitting at them, talking with people. You can see some currency getting exchanged, some items that are all in like covered boxes getting slid forward, and people are talking in hushed tones. And the light in here is lit by these lanterns that are all kind of at these like this almost like a black light purple. to their look. So everything kind of looks very off color, and some whites and brighter colors shine and almost like glow in the light of these lanterns. And as you head down, people definitely look in your direction as Afros is out of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
And but they don't. No one seems to harass you, but you do have a lot of eyes on the three of you.
All right. I am going to look for someone who seems like they might be in charge of the area, or like.
You all can make perception check.
What check?
Perception checks.
I will guidance midnight.
Okay. What does that give me?
I
A D4.
D4.
got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Same.
That is also a dirty 20.
Wow, that's 3 dirty 20s.
3 dirty 20s. Okay.
I rolled an 18
so as you
plus
guys
1
are-
and then 1
Very
from the
perceptive.
D4.
You guys are all looking around, and you all notice pretty simultaneously as you guys are moving along that near one of the stands is a younger looking man that you recognize. You all recognize from the tavern. It was not anything. He was nothing adventurous last night. But you do recognize a man that was playing cards with a number of older gentlemen, and he is sitting behind one of the merchant tables, and he's kind of like looks up at you. He doesn't seem to recognize you. He just is kind of like eyeing you.
He doesn't recognize me. That's interesting.
He doesn't recognize the two of you. I should apologize. Yes, you. He does
Okay.
notice. But he's kind of
I was about to say,
like-
I feel like kind of
he-
stuck
he-
out.
yeah. He does actually look at you, and you see him kind of like back up into his chair a little bit.
Okay, well, I approach.
He kind of like, hi. What can I help you with?
We are currently new in town and wondering what things this guild can offer.
Well, this is the Black Lantern Lane. It's not really a guild, but we deal in some shadier shit. He kind of like lowers his voice. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. You know,
Okay.
acquired goods, maybe people being stolen.
Maybe exotic animals.
He kind of like, you see him like balk a little bit, and you see sweat kind of like trickling down his the side of his head. He's looking up at you. He's no, nothing
I
like that.
I lean
Inside-
down and I put my face like right with his, and I'm like, exotic animals?
Insight.
No. Yeah, insight.
Do I still have guidance,
one
or
of
is that
those
just
two.
one?
No, it's just once.
One.
Okay, so insight 13 plus 1, so 14.
14.
That's
It's pretty
pretty
easy
okay.
to tell this guy is hiding something. He's no.
Guys,
Is there any fire nearby?
Ooh. Interesting.
No open flames. The lanterns, you're not really sure if they're flames or not. They don't seem to be flickering. But no open flames near you.
Okay.
What's this guy's stature?
He looks to be maybe like 16 years old, skinny guy, shaggy brown hair, like barely a kind of a stubble just around his chin. Doesn't seem to have any or like a normal like full beard or anything. He just seems to be a little stubble around his chin.
Well, since I am disguised to look like a burly guy who roughs people up, I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna grab him by his collar. And I'm not gonna like super threaten him, but I'm gonna be like, "Are you sure there's no exotic animal trading going on?"
Make an intimidation check.
I would like to help him by casting thaumaturgy to change my eyes to red.
Sure.
That's going to be a 17 plus 1, 18.
18. He's, I don't. Okay. I didn't have anything to do with it. I swear to God, I just.
better hope you didn't.
I didn't. Some guys came up and asked me to tell if anyone strange showed up in the tavern. I said there was a giant centaur lady and a kenku and a warforged and a tiefling that came in all together. That's all I told them.
And who did you tell?
Unfortunate for you.
You asked who'd you tell, Valerian? What'd you say?
I'm gonna reach into my side pouch and pull out my force cannon, but with the disguise itself, my force cannon looks like a gun, and I'm gonna point it at him, ask him who he told.
He was I don't know his name, but he was bald and he had a scar along his neck. It was red and it was really gross looking. It's right across here. And he had one kind of foggy eye. He was really weird looking. And then he was with a woman. She had red hair, and she was tall and she was kind of hot. But
when he says she was kind of hot, the gun physically touches his head. I want you to focus on the important details.
I don't know what their name was, but they paid me 5 gold. They paid me 5 gold. You want the gold? You want the gold? I can give you the gold.
You're gonna give me the gold and tell me where you met them.
How did you contact them?
They came to me. I was getting drunk. They came to me. They asked me if anyone showed up in the tavern that looked strange. I said that's all. That's all.
What kind of wares does he have?
There's nothing on the table with him right now.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anyone matching those descriptions nearby, or anyone watching us.
Okay. So as she's doing that, Valerian, what were you saying?
Is there anything around the table or by him where he's sitting that he just hasn't set up yet?
There's a door behind him. Otherwise, it's really just the table, his chair, and him. Then midnight, you look around, and as you kind of turn around and get a look of if you notice anyone, everyone is staring at you guys, and a lot of them don't look really happy. You see a couple of them actually whispering to each other, and some of them are kind of like grabbing at their waist towards blades and whatnot.
I'm gonna turn around and message.
I do not notice this.
Message Afris. I think we should calm it down just a bit. We're being watched.
I tell him
I'm
to
just in his
stand
face. I don't have the gun.
Right.
Just saying.
I tell him
You're
to
right.
stand up.
I'll message
Go
Valerian
through the
that
door
instead.
behind him.
What was that, Valerian?
I'm gonna tell him to stand up and walk through the door behind him.
Okay, yeah, just don't shoot me, please. And he kind of gets up and he walks over. You see him pull this ring of keys out from his pocket, and he's shaky. He drops them. He picks up. He's like, I'm sorry. He picks up. He kind of shakes as he put in the lock. Kind of opens it up, and behind there,
I grabbed the keys from him.
You grab the keys, and he kind of swings the door open, and inside is a burly-looking half-orc that is kind of sitting on top of a couple of boxes, and he's sitting there smoking this pipe, and he's got a sword laying next to him, and kind of the door swings open. He looks out. He's like, "The hell is this?" Stands up, grabs his sword. "Who the hell are you all?"
I point one hand up and I'm like, "You might want to sit down. We just want to talk."
He grabs his sword and kind of unsheaths it and pulls it out. He's like, "You have the count of 3 to leave right now before this gets bloody."
I put the gun and I say, I think I have the bigger firepower.
And he does not seem to be really intimidated. Either he's just really cocky, or he doesn't know what the hell you have in your hand. And he is going to.
I'm gonna take one shot into the ceiling to show him what it does.
All right. Make an
God.
intimidation check with it.
Midnight just face palms at that.
17.
17. Okay. There's a splash as the ceiling above kind of cracks and a bunch of dust and whatnot falls all over you guys, unfortunately. But it's it's definitely a loud explosion. The dude who was about to rush kind of backs up a little bit, looking at the device in your hand, and the kid immediately ducks and tries to bolt the opposite direction towards the alleyway.
I'm body blocking him.
he does.
Yeah,
he just
right, bitch.
slams
Get
into you.
past the 900-pound centaur.
Yeah, try again, bitch.
He's just like, ha, ha, ha. And
I'll hold his arm.
I look to the orc and I tell him to sit down. This doesn't have to be bloody.
he looks intimidated for a moment, and then you see him kind of look past you and kind of smile. He's like, "Trust me, this is gonna get real bloody real quick." And you kind of like look in this direction real quick where he's looking, and there are about 5 individuals that have now lined outside on the opposite side of like the desk where the kid was sitting. And some of them have crossbows, some of them have blades out, and they're all looking like, "I don't know who all of you are." Is one of them speaking in the back, like, "You all need to leave immediately." And it looks like there's other people that are kind of gathering in other areas. A lot of eyes at this point.
I'm gonna message Valerian.
Yeah, we aren't leaving.
I'm gonna message Valerian. I would like to actually be able to come back here sometime.
Don't
Yeah,
look
disguises.
like ourselves.
And the half orc kind of like steps up and he looks at you, Valerian, and he's like, "I wouldn't fire that thing again, or trust me, you're gonna have that pretty little skin of yours flayed off."
What do the people behind look like?
There's a number of them varying ages and races, but they all seem to be hardy warriors. None of them are like shaking, or they look. There's 2 of them that have crossbows, and 3 of them that have blades out, various either daggers or swords or rapiers. And you can see more people kind of gathering in the back that you're not sure if they're intending on fighting, but the ones you currently see that seem to be getting ready to fight are look like they know what they're doing.
God.
And you guys are kind of ambushed at this point. It's a small, like maybe 20 by 30 room where the half orc is, with like this varying amounts of gear. There doesn't seem to be any other way out of this room. And then there's the alleyway behind you where they've kind of blocked off your exit out.
How much longer do I have on my disguise?
It's not even been like 10, 20 minutes.
Okay, so we're good then.
What if we just close the door? Can we do that? Can we just close the door?
I mean, yeah, but they could just open the door.
She has the keys.
Can we lock it? We have the keys.
True.
And I'll just stand in front of the door. It'll be hard to get in.
Is that what you're going to do?
Depending on which way it opens.
900.
Depending on which way it opens.
Like I said, like I said before, there's no other way out of this room.
I'm not afraid of a half orc.
I'm just saying, there's other people that are out there that are going to eventually break in. There's no other way.
Eventually, but not yet.
That's fine.
I'm
just letting you know the situation.
I'm not thinking that far ahead.
I'm
just saying, after we
point
close the door.
Or I'm tempted to have every single person behind that door make a Constitution saving throw or be shoved back. I haven't decided yet.
So, well, that's the thing. The orc is now pretty much in your face, and he's he's even you are good 6'10". He's a good 7'5". So he's looking down at you. He's just, I'd get out of here if I were you.
Heads, I'm thunder waving it. Tails, I'm not. Oh, okay.
Oh god, but we're within 10 feet of you. Oh wait, it's a thunder wave.
No.
Never mind.
That's the thing, though. Just so before you make this decision, just so you're getting it, because it's a small little area. It goes the half orc, you, Midnight, Aphris, the kid in the same kind of area, and then the people. So if you just turn around and do it, you're gonna hit everyone plus them.
That is true.
Since it is centered on you.
That is centered on. I will look to Aphris and Midnight and engage with their do.
Aphris looks ready to kill.
Okay, so this is what
Midnight's
happens.
conflicted.
I go over to the door, okay? I'm about to close it. These people look really pissed off. I am going to cast Shatter. Centered on them.
Okay, on the people behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the save that they need to make?
They need to make a, where is it at? A Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So that is going to be an, let's see, 18, a 23,
Damn.
a 15, a 13, and another 15.
Okay, just the 13 fails, but they'll still take half damage.
Okay.
I rolled so well.
I
Okay.
did. I apologize.
I did, but I
That was
also
more-
rolled
that was
really
more
well on the
people than I
damage,
thought it might
so it's okay.
And then we will
So
start
the
initiative.
one guy takes 23 damage, and then the other ones take half.
Okay. So yeah, there's this loud, hard, high-pitched noise as you actually see part of the table actually crack under the pressure of the noise, as it also takes the damage because it damages objects. And
Yeah, and it damages objects like double, I think.
Yep. And so a lot of people in the hallway kind of put their hands over their ears, and the rest of them will call ah. Does it do anything to them besides the thunder damage?
Let's see. Where's my
If
spell?
you were attacking
Sudden
me, it would make a
ringing.
difference.
No, it says a non-magical item that isn't being warded or carried would also take damage, but
Yep. So
That's all.
The table is pretty much ruined, but the people also all take that damage. We can get some music up here, and then we will do run for initiative.
Midnight just mutters
And
to
that's
herself,
the
I
first
should have
time you
come alone.
guys- So that's also the first time you guys have ever seen me cast a spell.
It is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we get out of it.
Didn't you say you couldn't cast spells? Like you purposely said you couldn't? To us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Midnight
I
looks
just said
at you a
I'm
little
nothing.
confused.
I don't do anything. I just said I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Which is mostly true most of the time. Except for in this exact instance. When Birdie is missing.
I saved the little bird. All I can think of right now is Birdie's in a bag somewhere, and all the bag is saying is snitches get stitches.
She's like, "You big purple bitch!" The good days when Birdie was here.
Got a rock that repeats snitches get stitches as she's screaming big purple bitch at whoever it is.
All the things. Bitch boy. I'm trying to remember the things. It's been a while.
Guys, I was not ready for this.
Yeah, me neither.
Find something.
Midnight has some existential dread right now.
Just thinking of the spider.
You got a package.
So what I'm going to say, since it's 7:30 anyways, we will take our 15-minute break, and we'll come back with once I'm prepared and everything, and we will get this set up.
All right. Sorry, Scott.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, sorry.
Oops. I did not mean to do that.
Have works come to me.
I'll be back.
Same.
It's gotta be fucked up. So what happened to Birdie exactly?
She got. Well, hold on a second.
I am back. So this is the second time Afris and Birdie have put one of my characters in a situation that she's not sure she wants to be in.
Starting to see a pattern.
Yeah. It's just like Midnight's like, I kind of need these people. Like, I got a couple things I want to do business with them for, but she can't exactly say that out loud. Because, you know, they're not going to be interested in that now with her disguised character.
Wonderful thing about disguises.
She's also thinking about how there might be a hit put out on Afris now. Car alarms.
It would be.
Backstab who? My allies?
Hello.
Hello. I was just telling Scott how this is the second time Afris and Birdie have put one of my characters in a position where they're not sure which side they should be on.
I feel like it's pretty obvious that we're on the right side on this one.
Well, to be fair, these are her people in sort of a way, and you guys are kind of going a little overboard with it.
Okay, they threatened us first. Just saying.
No, they didn't. You threatened the kid first.
Tim did.
We threatened.
I did
the
not
kid.
threaten him.
But no.
The other people threatened us first.
That was technically Valerian that threatened somebody first.
True.
I was about to say I didn't threaten anybody yet. I mean, I did now. I just heard them. I didn't threaten them at all. I just went straight for it, but...
And it's not just that she needs the Thieves Guild as, like, business. She also has a backstory reason to be actually on their side.
Well, this isn't the Thieves Guild, so you're cool.
Tell him to do it. He knows what he has to do now.
Yes, I must backstab my fellow players. I see a roommate in the background, Scott.
That'll be my roommate, Jeremy.
Oh, I apparently got a call that I missed.
You ever heard your phone go off?
No, I was downstairs cooking pizza rolls. I'll be back in a bit.
You know you're unmuted, right? I just wanted
You're
to make sure you
unmuted.
knew you were unmuted. Oh, okay.
Okay, back. Also, we haven't changed the music this whole time.
I realized that partway through, but it was in the middle of describing.
think we're just waiting on Sky, right?
I'm still getting stuff set up.
Oh, that too. That would take a moment. Thud. You hitting your mic?
Was that me?
I heard some thuds on the mic. Or something.
That might have been me. I was putting my dishes to the side because I just ate Eddie and some chocolate cake, and it was very good.
Ooh, I want cake.
Yeah, instead of pie, we had cake for Thanksgiving. My favorite chocolate cake ever.
Ooh, I heard a change of music. Vroom vroom. Welcome back.
Hello. I am thirsty, but I can't find my water. Maybe I think I might have left it in my car.
Oops.
Very annoying. I might go get it. I will be right back.
All right. The microwave must be really nearby.
Nope. My mic just picks up everything.
Hmm. I forgot we renamed Rhythm Bot Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, I am back.
Welcome back. Did you get your bottle water?
Now have my cup.
Ah. Support your local what?
He said I now have my cup.
No, the cup said support your local something.
No, it doesn't.
It's facing us.
Oh, it does. Sorry. It says support your local space, princess. Sorry.
Okay, so support Shira.
That could work. It's from the Illuminate files.
One of my favorite book
Which is a book
series.
series.
One of my favorite book series when I was a kid was called Support Your Local Wizard. Or no, it was the that was the compilation of the first 3 books.
This is both me and Afris right now. A human disaster.
Well, Afris technically
make
isn't
it.
a human, but and the face palming is
Well,
is
humans are a disaster.
the face palming is me and Midnight right now.
Are you gonna have to drop your third character?
I don't feel like doing a lot of work on a new character. If I do, I'm just gonna bring Sophie in, and you're gonna have to be real mom now. Then
I'm more of a dad, I feel like. But, you know, we'll see. For some reason, my phone stopped loading the stream in like the middle of the stream, which is really get the chat if anybody says anything.
no, I think it's fine. I don't have any alerts or anything like
Because
that.
I watch it on my phone because my computer doesn't like running so many things.
Yeah, no, I get it. Mine has a little trouble with that too, but stream quality is good.
No, it's definitely my phone. My phone has just been like weird lately. Like sometimes, even
Yeah.
if I have full Wi-Fi and like my computer's working, everything else in the house is working, my phone will just say it has no signal. I need to get a new one. It's really it's old.
Yeah.
I have
Home
the
button
stream on
doesn't
my
work.
PS4.
What was that?
And the
Said I have the stream
Charging.
going on my PS4.
charging port is starting not to work
Just watching
anymore.
on my TV.
In other news, I started using the dice you made for me. Because Midnight's dice wasn't rolling well.
Yeah, these dollar store dice that I got are rolling way better than my nice dice. So I'm keeping with them for now.
I got a natural 20 with this one, so I'm keeping this one for now.
I rolled like 6 of my normal dice earlier and they were all under a 10. Like, what you doing there? They're cursed. I really need to cleanse them or something.
How do you cleanse dice of curses?
There's many ways.
Probably the way you do
Bathe
it,
them in
like a
holy
normal
water.
curse.
Get a priest to do it?
No. Not for me personally.
Okay.
Burn some sage over them.
All right, so I have the file map set up. I would recommend zooming in. Some of it might be a little hard to see. I had to use some improvised tokens, but we should be good to go for that. And then once we get back on stream, once everybody, we can start taking initiative.
Roll that out. Okay, swapping to game time, and we can go whenever anyone's ready.
Give me just a moment here.
Oh, really? Well, I guess it's fitting for the character right now.
What, did you roll your initiative?
Yeah. I got a natural 1 for a total of 4.
Nice.
Okay. Yes. So, yes, I'm good to go now. First, if you once you're let me know when you go live.
I'm good. I rolled a natural 20 for my initiative. Plus 1, so 21.
21.
I'm probably not gonna roll well this entire battle, but that one natural 20.
Valerian.
It's going to be an 18 plus 3.
For 21 again? 21 total, is that right? Let's see. Midnight.
I rolled a 4. Natural 1.
Okay.
Like I said, fitting for my character's mental state right now.
You want to find Birdie more than you care about this.
Okay.
I want to find Birdie because, there's reasons, but I also don't want to get rid of all of the people in this place because I could use this place later.
Okay, so
I also don't want to get rid of them.
at the top of the round is after the spell goes off and there's that shattering noise that pierces everyone's ears. Even people who are away is like really high pitched, but the people that are right there where she did it is really hurts. And then so it is going to be the guy in the back. He raises his crossbow at you, Aphorus, and is going to take a shot. So that is going to be 17 to hit you.
You miss.
So the first bolt was kind of off the side of the wall. Valerian, your turn.
All right. What kind of debris is on the ground right now?
So there's a bunch of boxes that are kind of lining the walls of this room, and there's a couple of like scraps of paper and maybe like a wood plank or so, but nothing really, not too much.
That wood plank. Going to wave my hands around, and I almost do like a Spider-Man like hand motion, and this thin string hits the wood plank, and I yank it back, and I cast Catapult, and this wood plank shoots towards the back of the head of the orc.
Okay. Do you make an attack roll?
It's Catapult. It's a dex save.
Okay. So that is going to be a 19 dex save.
Yeah, he makes it.
Does he still take damage, or?
Nope.
All right. So basically, you see him do this, and he hears it at the last second, just woof, and you kind of whip it past him, and then you duck as it goes whipping past you and kind of hits the wall next to Aphorus, as this like vibrating board hits the ground.
As he dodges that, my cannon's gonna shoot at him for a bonus action.
Okay. It is with disadvantage because it is within 5 feet.
That's okay. Well, he avoided a nat 20.
What was your total to hit?
I'm trying to figure out what the is it just my spell modifier?
I think it's your spell attack bonus.
Range spell attack.
Yep.
Okay, that's what it counts as.
Did we ever close the
That is
door?
going to-
No.
Not completely.
Okay.
7. That's going to be a dirty.
That's what I
20.
was gonna do.
Okay. The 20 will hit.
For 14 force damage.
14. Alright. Nice big blast from the cannon. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. That is it.
Alright. Afris.
I am going to close the door.
Okay. So you're kind of you will have
Bless
to
you.
move kind of back and away from here to close the door. But yeah, you close. Door gets closed.
Can I lock it too?
Yes, you can lock it.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Do I have anything else left to do?
You're
I just wasn't sure how much that would take of my turn.
I'd say it's still a free action, mostly just to kind of close the door and click the lock. It's nothing too
Okay.
complicated, just a switch. So you still have your action, bonus action.
Closing a door is a free
Oh, okay.
action.
I guess since the orc is attacking, and we asked him not to politely, I'll attack him. I'll just.
You get him towards him?
Yeah, but can I drag that kid with me?
That would entail like a grapple to try to grab the kid.
I guess the doors are locked. Oh, but he could open them.
Who doesn't have the keys?
I don't know. I guess I'll. Yeah, but it's
It's not-
locked. Like you can unlock a door from the inside.
True.
Yeah.
Like I didn't lock it with a key. I assume.
No, yeah, it was just a switch lock.
Right.
Yeah. So never mind. I'm staying with the kid.
Okay.
And let's see. What else could I do? I'm not that worried about Valerian. He can handle himself. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I don't know what else to do. I don't want the kid to get away.
Okay.
I just want to hold him.
Okay. And then you hear some talking and some ordering going around out there. He's going to make a strength check.
Looks like a pretty heavy duty door.
That's
You hear
okay.
Carl?
We have a heavy duty trap blocking it.
You kind of hear this like loud against the door, but it stays shut. This
Okay.
guy, the orc, is going to retaliate and is going to do a couple of swings at you, Valerian, for a 17 to hit. Sorry, what was that?
Miss.
Okay. And second attack. That is a natural 20.
That's it.
That is 10 points of slashing damage. So it cuts down through you, and he's going to make his own strength check. There's another against the door, and this one actually makes the door kind of like sag a little bit, but it stays shut still. But it's Yeah, that didn't seem like it needed much more for the door to get busted through. You hear commands kind of getting yelled out again. Just like, break it down, get them. Midnight.
Oh, I thought I had a couple more enemies. So Midnight's just like, what? Oh God, no. And she guesses it's the best thing to do to help her friends out. So she's going to... Is the kid fighting, or is he just cowering?
He's just cowering.
He's safe and sound in my arms. Until I decide to kill him.
Okay. So I'm gonna move over to this guy and like I'm gonna flip my daggers around and just try to non-lethal damage this.
Okay.
And actually get on this side so that I have
Advantage.
advantage. That's yeah, advantage, but I was gonna say flanking. Yeah. And it's gonna be a 19 plus 5 plus 5, so 24 to hit.
24 hits.
All right. So that's gonna be 1d4 plus 3. Where'd my d4 go? There it is. And my sneak attack is currently 1d6, if I recall correctly.
What level of rogue are you?
2d6. I'm level 3 rogue.
Yeah, so 2d6, yeah.
So that's 6, I guess, bludgeoning instead of slashing. And then
Okay.
4 more for the sneak attack.
He's looking heavily injured.
And then,
Do you guys hear anything from my mic?
yeah, we can hear
We can
you.
hear you.
Well, not me, just like something else.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure you guys can't hear whatever weird thing I'm hearing is.
And then
Yeah, no.
2.
Aliens?
I don't know, it's like a yowling sound, I have no idea what it is.
And then since I'm using 2 daggers, 2 weapon fighting, I'm going to attack again. Double checking the rules on that.
Yeah, so it's basically just your it's still your dex and proficiency bonus to the attack, but it's just the D4 with no dex modifier to it, unless you have the dual dual wielder feat or the dual fighting style.
Yeah, not yet. All right.
Okay.
And flanking is I can do that again.
Still at advantage. Yep.
Learning a new character. That fell out of
Very
the
good.
thing. Ooh, that is a natural 20 on the midnight die.
There you go.
Nice.
Alright,
So 2d4 with no modifier.
that is 4 damage.
Okay. Come around. Boom, boom, smacking him twice with the butt of your daggers. Anything else? So action, bonus action, and say like half your movement left.
Yeah, but if I'm pretty sure I don't need him. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and risk it, the opportunity attack, and just duck back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, he will swing at you. 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay. The kid tries to. Yeah, he looks around and he reaches forward and basically unlocks the door, and swings it open.
Him.
You said you hadn't used your action to grapple him. You blocked his path from him running out, but you never grabbed him.
I said I was holding him.
Oh, I apologize. I missed that. He is still going. He's not going to run,
Oh, it's
but
fine.
he is still going to reach forward and unlock the door. And he's just like, "Help me! Help me!"
We aren't killing you, kid. Chill.
So the door is now unlocked.
What a bitch.
And then there. Valerian.
I'm going to do a firebolt non-lethally.
Okay. Disadvantage for the attack.
Wait, 21.
21 hits.
I think the cantrip dice is gone up yet. That's it.
I couldn't hear what
It's
you
just
said.
Yeah, you sound really far away.
Can be 8 points of fire damage, non-lethal fire damage.
So you reach back, get this fire, and you kind of like scrape it along his his chest up to like the side of his face, so it burns up, not doing full like lethal damage, but enough that it kind of like passes out from the pain, drops down, and is unconscious.
And then, is the kid more than 5 feet away from me?
He is within he's within melee range of you at the moment.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action knock his ass out with my hand.
Go for it.
15.
15 hits.
That's gonna be a 12 points of full force damage.
So you kind of the little gun kind of reaches around and turns around, just blast as he's like reaching for the door, trying to open it. There's just this you just see his hair kind of get and his head smacks the front of the door, and then he just goes limp in after his hand.
Great. Wait, did you do that non-lethally or lethally?
Yes, he did it non-lethally. He specifically said he was
Okay.
not.
Okay. I missed that part. I was like, you just killed this kid. We need more information, bro. I was gonna say I wasn't gonna
He
hurt
just
your
can't
kid,
run away now.
but whatever.
Anything else, Valerian?
Oh.
Okay. Aphris.
Going to relock the door.
Okay.
Put myself in front of it. I'm gonna like back my ass up to it, so my weight is on there.
Yes, you're gonna move
and
the
then-
kid.
Yeah, I'll just. Well, if I was kind of holding him, I'll just kind of like ragdoll him over my arm. I feel like, what do we do now, guys? We need information, and these people want to kill us.
I don't know. I've never dealt with this before. In fact,
Never?
No, in fact, I'm kind of a little not happy at the moment.
No one's ever tried to kill you.
No one's ever tried to kill me from this kind of group.
Is that it for you, Aphris?
I mean, I guess since I didn't have any ideas of what to do.
I generally try to work with them
It was
rather
very
than kill them.
unhelpful. Well, we haven't killed them yet. Right, that's all for me, I
I
guess.
have an idea.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So that's going to be that. I need Afris. I need you to make a athletics check, please.
okay. Let's see. Where's what did I roll? Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. You feel the door kind of get as you get to kind of like push forward just a bit. You feel the lock to the door crack, and you hear the door frame next to you kind of snap, but your weight is able to keep the door closed.
All right. This door's about to break
That
down.
thickness, girl.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Alright. You hear like this loud smack on the other side of the door that didn't seem like somebody was running into it, more like something hard hit the door. And as you kind of look to the door, you see like this small little like indent appear next to your head where something seems to have punctured almost through the door.
Next to my head?
Yes.
So really high up.
Or next to your head, next to your body.
Oh, okay. So like normal height.
Somebody
Little
asked.
did you know they brought out a Goliath.
I was like, why would they make a hole at the top of the door?
Okay. Yep. And then let's see. Okay. Yeah. Would a $23 hit you, Afris?
Yeah, of course it does.
Okay. So as you are holding yourself against the door, you feel a sharp piercing as a bolt pierces through the door and stabs into your side.
That was rude.
I rolled twice to see if I would hit through the door and also hit you, and I rolled 2 18s, so I'm sorry.
I was talking to the people that just shot me.
And yeah, so that's going to be.
I yell it loud enough for them to hear.
Okay. It goes deep, and that is just much like you and Cthulhu, and that is a 13 damage.
Nice.
To your side.
Do that. 13 damage. All right.
And you are now kind of pinned to the door.
It helps my cause. I'm trying to keep the door closed. I'm pinned to it. It helps me out.
Midnight.
I guess we're gonna have to fight our way out.
As you see, like, blood gushing from my side, like, down the door. Not too much, because the arrow is still in, but...
Jeez. Anything around here I can hide behind?
There's a couple boxes, yeah.
Alright.
They're along the walls, essentially. So
The ones up here, or?
this isn't really an accurate room because I had to find it on the fly. So just basically anywhere along the walls is you can be hiding behind a box.
Alright. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try and hide behind a box around here.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
That's not a D20. Really? That is a natural 1. With a total of 8.
Okay.
But does she think she's hidden?
She's pretty sure that this was not the best hiding spot that she could have found, and she's kind of like sitting there, and her nose up is still visible.
Luckily, I don't have my
Drops
horn
fetal
showing right
position
now.
on the ground in front of a box.
Yeah. So I mean, you can stay where you are if you want, but that bonus action hide is most likely not successful.
Yeah. Well, I tried. I'm gonna ready a firebolt. Or not? Yeah, firebolt.
Okay. Firebolt for what condition?
when someone comes in. It's going to be a non-lethal, though.
Okay. Just so you are aware, with the corner that you're currently kind of behind and Afris in front of the door, they will have half cover from you.
All right, I should probably move like more to the, like over here.
It'll still be half cover with Afris in the front since she is really big, but yeah, just letting you know.
Really
There's
big
not really a
and
chance,
into the door.
there's not really a chance that you'll hit her. It's just harder to hit them, is all.
Okay.
All right. Is that where you want to be?
I was right here. Yeah, I could probably move into the corner or something.
Okay.
Yeah, and that would that give me the best advantage or vantage point?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the best vantage point, so there's not really like the corner everything, but because of Afris's size, it's still if they went through, you'd still be attacking past her, and that's what's giving the half cover.
Okay.
It's just an extra 2 to 3.
So it's just Afris.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Let me double check what else I can do before that.
You're welcome.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that for now.
Okay.
I mean, the hide didn't work, but I was trying to hide, so I might as well commit to that.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll see. So you hear another thunk against the door, and a little bit of like the wood kind of pierces through again, but the whatever hit it didn't go all the way through. Valerian.
was that one crossbow really enough to pin her to the door?
It was from what you saw they were holding. They were heavy crossbows, so nice thick crossbow bolts. And it's stuck halfway through the door and into her side. So I mean, she would have to kind of like pull herself off the bolt to get away from the door.
I'm going to use my action to attempt to her unstuff.
You're gonna try to like get the bolt out of her.
Yeah, or at least break it so she's not like.
Make a medicine check. I'm sorry?
16?
16? Yes, I'd say you're able to kind of like reach around and just very gently like push her away from the door just enough to get the arrow out, and then you snap it off, so that's no longer poking there, and she's able to lean against the door again, without having her take any damage.
Can I use my bonus action to put the barrel of my cannon up against the hole and like fire a shot?
It's more going to damage the door than hurt anyone on the other side, because it's a pretty tiny hole.
You just said it was a heavy crossbow that went through.
True, but is that how thin your cannon is?
Yeah, it's literally the size like a small little thing that fits on my shoulder. It's handheld. Okay,
but if you think about like the size of like a hand cannon or like a handgun that you'd be wielding, which is what I basically kind of see their size as. That's bigger than
I just put the barrel up against the hole, so just the bullet flies through. I'm not aiming accurately. I'm just shooting who's ever immediately on the other side of the door, hopefully.
Okay. Sure. Make an attack roll.
Disadvantage, I'm assuming?
Yes.
That I can't accurately aim.
Huh?
15.
You're saying 15?
Yes.
Okay, so it cuts off the first like fraction of the words you start to say as you talk. So I'm only hearing teen and
Yeah, you
when
gotta
talk
speak
inside.
up or turn down the sensitivity for your mic.
Yeah, so 15. So that will hit the other person on the other side of the door, but it does damage heavily the door. So what do you roll for the damage?
2d8.
2d8. Okay, so basically 1d8 of it is going to go to damaging the door, and 1d8 is going to be damaging the guy on the other side.
I'll roll 1d8 for the door first. It's 2 force damage to the door.
Okay.
And 8.
8 to 3. Okay. So you kind of hear him like stagger back a little bit from the other side of the door, and there's like big like dent in the door where you cannon blasted against, but you got most of the damage through the hole.
I tell Afris with my free action to back up. I got the door.
Okay. Anything else, Valerian?
That's it.
Okay. Afris, your turn.
I guess I will back up with the ragdoll in my arms.
Okay. Where do you want to go? You want to go just right next to Valerian, or do you want to go further back?
I guess I'll go a little bit further back.
Okay. I'll just put you back here. A little ways back.
And I'll put the kid in a place where maybe I'll like drape him across my back or something, so that if I get hit, he won't take damage. Because I don't want him to die right now.
We'll just have him be on here, basically in the same space as you. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Afris?
That's all. I'll be like, chill, bros, to the door.
Okay.
Let's see if that works.
3 immediately. So as it gets to number 3's turn, he kind of buckles forward, and the door, without the lock now being there, just swings inwards.
They don't chill. Okay.
No, they do not. And Valerian, as the door swings open, 2 bolts immediately fly in towards you.
And I do my firebolt.
Yes, you can shoot the firebolt at 3 since he's the one that opened the door. So all these reactions are kind of all happening at once.
That would not right out of there. Oh, come on. Why do I fight so badly? That's a 7.
7 unfortunately misses with the firebolt as it passes through his head, over his head, and kind of like
It passes
cracks
through
across
his
the
head.
wall.
Through his head.
Big hole. But let's see here, that was. So that is going to be a 21 to hit you, Valerian.
Shield.
Okay. And what does that bring you to?
23.
23. Okay. And the second bolt. Another 21. This is. So they both they come through, and they're about to they're true aimed, and then they shatter across the magical barrier that you create. And then that is his. He then is going to move into the room, move up to you, and attack. And that is going to be a 16 and a 11. Sorry, 12 actually. But yes, they both miss. So basically, misses with both of those. 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to step over the body. I'm just gonna move the orc out of the way real quick. So he basically steps over the body of the orc to get within flanking of you, Valerian. That is going to be a 17. And a 22 to hit you.
He was gone whenever you said that.
Is he back now?
Yes. Well, it shows the back.
22 was the last hit, so that misses.
That does not hit.
The little bit more of a tougher individual comes busting into the room, wielding both a scimitar and a dagger, kind of dual wielding, and is going to make a few attacks. Misses with a 9. Actually, does not have that. Okay. There's a 22 again to hit you. And a 22. And a 18 to hit you. So all 3 attacks miss. As you see, like a bunch of these attacks that would normally hit are just hitting against his magical shield. Midnight.
Is my favorite spell.
Sorry, I was just doing some measuring. What's the count for diagonal again?
5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10 in that order.
5.
Basically, as you whenever you do a second diagonal on your movement, it counts as 5 extra movement.
5, 15, 20, 30.
Correct.
Alright, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and go there.
Okay.
And I bonus action dash 5, 15.
Just remember that orc fighter is not actually there. I just moved his body, so I
Yeah.
can get the
15, 20, 25, 30. Nope. Okay, so pretty much. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bonus action dash into melee with this guy.
Okay.
And with advantage. And my turned around dagger is trying not to kill. Double check sneak attack, because if I use a spell that does a melee attack, does that still count?
If you're doing like booming blade, yes, it still would. It just as long as you're attacking with the weapon and the weapon itself actually does damage.
Okay, so I am going. So my dagger, the hilt or the pommel, whatever it's called, starts to glow a black flame as I attack him.
What spell are you casting?
Green flame blade, but in this case it's going to be black flame blade.
Sounds good.
That is a 9. No, wait. Yes, I had advantage, so it's 19 plus 5, so 24.
Definitely hits. And just so you're aware, because you're level 4 total, correct?
Oh, that's right. I can't use green flame blade because he's not within 5 feet. The other enemy isn't.
It's I mean, you can use it. It's just not going to do anything. It's not going to add any extra damage to the attack, and he doesn't have an
and right. And I am not currently. Let's see, 5th levels when I get the ability to attack.
well, 5th level, your cantrip would go up, and it would basically add an extra D8 of fire damage to your attack, and then the damage to the secondary person would be a D8 plus your intelligence modifier. Or whatever your spellcasting modifier is for that spell.
Yeah, so I'm not 5th level, so it won't do automatic damage, so I don't have to worry about that on this one. So no green flame blade this time, just a regular attack. Plus sneak attack. Alright, so that is a bad roll for that. That's 1d4, or excuse me, that's 1 plus 3, so 4 damage, and then 4 sneak attack damage. But I'm not done. Double check this feature. Right, half my sneak attack damage. So as soon as I hit him, What was your
total? What was your total for the initial damage?
8 total.
Okay.
All right, and then so I'm going to use Wails from the Grave, which causes excuse me, sorry, I hadn't completely thought this through before. It's supposed to be some kind of like whale. A dark mist surrounds this guy over here, the one on the other side of Valerian. And he can hear the wails of the dead. And I do 1 more d6 necrotic damage to him.
Okay.
Hopefully non-lethal. That's 5.
Alright. They're both still standing. Anything else?
I think that's everything, but the only action I have left is my reaction, which I can't use right now.
Okay. You are getting a bolt. I will say you have half cover from all the people in front of you at midnight, but there's a bolt coming at you. That is a natural 1, so that completely misses.
Hooray!
Lift it.
Valerian.
Alright. Into the guy between me and midnight, I'm going to attack him with a firebolt.
Okay. Normal roll.
It's going to be a 12 plus 7, 19.
19 hits.
10 points of fire damage, non-lethally.
Okay.
And if he is still standing, I will shoot him with my cannon.
He is still standing.
It's going to be a 18.
That hits.
Uh, 12 points of force damage, non-lethally.
Alright, so there's this little of force that blows out of your cannon, and the dude just gets kind of smacked to the ground, his head skidding to a rest at Midnight's feet.
Oh. And I turn around and free action and say, no more have to fall.
They don't
As
look
there's
to
three
be
unconscious-
listening at all.
As there's 3 unconscious bodies at our feet.
Yep. Anything else for your turn, brother Valerian?
Nope.
Okay. Aphris.
Okay. Let me look at. So there's 2 guys in the room.
Guys right in front of There's 2 guys right next to Valerian, and there's 2 crossbow users outside in the hall.
I am going to. What am I gonna do? I guess I will go up to the closest dude to me.
Okay.
I will attempt to slice him with my longsword non-lethally.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
There you go.
Or 27 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That's 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay. You can just slice through, whoosh, get a nice cut right through their defenses. Anything else?
I think that's all for me.
Okay. Okay. It's going to be a bolt going at Aphros for a 21 to hit you, Aphros.
Does hit me.
Ouch.
And that is going to be 12 points of damage as the bolt sticks
Killed
in you.
myself.
And then a second bolt, and then actually that's it for him. And then 3 is going to attack. And that is going to be 19 to hit you, Valerian.
Yep.
Are you shielding again?
Nope.
Okay.
I am not.
You're not shielding. Does 19 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. And that is going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then second attack is a 12 to hit. Or sorry, 11 to hit.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And the big guy is going to turn to Aphros after you just struck her and struck them, and they are going to make some swings at you.
Let's hope they miss.
Miss,
So
miss,
the
miss.
first one's going to be an 11.
Yeah, you miss. I laugh at him.
Second attack is a 23, though.
That does it, yeah. I don't laugh at him. Actually, I still do.
You still do.
I still do. Even if I'm gonna, I might like go down right now, but
6 points of damage.
oh no, I'm fine. I mean,
Okay.
I'm fine, but
And then he
I'm
comes
awake.
Comes in with a dagger for a third attack for another 23.
Yeah, that hits. I'm not even mad I didn't cast Shield of Faith now, because it wouldn't have even helped.
Another 6 points of damage.
Whoop! Down I go.
So he comes in, slashes once. She's able to block one of them, but then the dagger kind of comes through her defenses and sticks into her side, and you hear just Aphros like cry out and then fall to the ground. And
I do not cry out. I just crumble silently.
you just crumble sideways. And the leader kind of turns towards the two of you, and she's like, "Trust me, your bodies will be the only ones that'll be falling now." And you guys can also, as she's finishing this kind of statement, you hear more footsteps, rushing footsteps from further down the hallway. And it seems to be quite a few people. Back down to the bottom, midnight.
Oh, we're screwed, aren't we?
Sorry. If I die here, I will be... It'll be so funny. Sorry.
No,
No
let's
one
just
will
go to the
ever
criminal
be-
underground and start a fight.
I did not start a fight. Okay, this one
Yes,
isn't
you
my
actually
fault.
did. Yes, you actually did. You're the one who attacked them.
In fairness, if a random fight was gonna start, it'd be in the criminal underground.
This is true.
Okay,
Anyways,
I
midnight,
did
you're
attack them, yeah, but after they were like pulling their weapons out on us, like I didn't
I mean-
start it though.
I was trying
That
to
was
get you guys to
Valerian.
leave, by the way, to tone it down a little.
Moral dilemmas for next time.
I mean, I'm not mad at Valerian for that, but
I'm gonna
I was
move.
trying to act like somebody who would be in the criminal underground.
I'm gonna move over
I
here.
don't say please in here.
And shove one of the potions down Aphorus's throat.
Okay.
that's
I
nice
believe
of
it's
you.
a regular one. Let me just. Ow.
Sorry, my sneeze was loud.
Yeah. Well, there's also there's that, and I also have you turned way up because you're so soft-spoken.
I'm sorry for that.
Gotta have you at 200%.
Thought I
I'm
got 2
always a
potions.
quiet guy. I don't try to be.
Did I get 2 potions or did I only
So-
get 1?
You have 2. I wrote it down.
Oh, okay.
So you
The
might have
quantity
used
is
one.
in there. Never mind. Okay, mark that off. And then it's 1d4 plus 4, correct?
For a
3d4
normal potion,
plus 4.
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Ooh, I rolled max numbers. So that's 10 points
There
of
you go.
health back to you.
10 points. Nice.
And then
Wake
I'm-
up real quick.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna step over here. Oops. And bonus action attack the guy.
How?
With the back of my with the back of my dagger.
You can't.
You have to
two-weapon
make the
fight.
attack action.
Yeah, you have to take the attack action to do the 2-weapon fighting.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh, that's true. Then I guess not.
Are you gonna? You don't have to move there if you don't want to. You can stay where you were.
Don't have any other bonus actions, I don't believe, so. I was over here, correct?
Yes, you were
Okay.
flanking with Valerian.
So that would be 5, 15.
15.
Nah, I'm not gonna hide. I'm just gonna, if I step back, I'm gonna bonus action disengage and step back.
Okay.
Can I walk through this pillar or what?
Yeah, you're just kind of moving around it. It's not that big.
Okay. So I'll just back up till there.
Okay. Crossbow bolt at Valerian. That
Refuse.
is a 10 to hit you.
Yes.
Valerian, your turn.
I will lean over Aphrodite's body and put another potion of healing in her
Okay.
for 9 points of healing.
Okay, cool.
So she wakes up with a bottle of potion in her mouth. It's moved back, pulled out, and suddenly another one gets shoved right in.
I'm just like,
Man.
I'm happy for the drink.
And then I will I will bonus action cannon shoot the closest person to me.
Okay, that'll be either the leader guy or the number 3.
Number 3. I don't like him.
Okay.
Yeah, number 3. He's the worst.
Disadvantage.
Alright, that is a 13 plus 7, so 20.
Yep, hits.
12 force damage.
How much?
12.
3 just gets. She kind of does like a backflip and like lands on his head and then goes limp.
And then I would just stand up ready to take whatever that leader dude's gonna do.
Okay. Aphris, you are currently prone.
Okay, let's see. What am I gonna do? I am going to Just real quick, bonus action, healing word myself. That first level.
Okay.
Dropped it. Oh, I got max. Okay, I'm looking much better now. And then I guess I will stand up.
Okay. So you kind of
Get my legs under
speak
me.
a quick word, and some of your wounds continue to heal, and you stand up, towering over everyone else.
I'm like, I'm back, bitches. And then is there someone like right next to me?
Yeah, there's the leader person right in front of you.
Okay, yeah. So I am going to. Oh wait, I already did a spell. I can't do that. I'm going to just swipe at them with my long sword, non-lethally.
Okay.
A 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Then that is 12 damage.
Nice.
And then that's all for me.
Okay. It's a bolt going at you, Valerian. Seem to be the biggest trouble here.
I'm doing what rogues do
Wasn't
best,
it,
staying out
right?
of fire.
There's a 23 to hit you.
I suppose.
And that is going to be 11 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
As the bolt sticks into your side.
If I wasn't disguised, I'd be looking heavily injured.
And then
That's probably a little intimidating too.
The captain is going to look at you after you get back up, but she realizes that let's see here. She's going to continue to fight you after us. She's not happy with you.
Oh. Well, that's rude, but whatever.
You're the one damaging her, so
I know, I understand, but it's just so rude.
20 to hit you.
It does hit, yeah.
Okay. And that is going to be 7 points of damage. That's going to be a 22 to hit you.
Yep.
Another 7 points. And then the dagger
Hey.
comes in for another 20.
It hits.
And that is going to be another 7. I rolled I rolled 2d6 and a d4 for total all for those damage, and each time I rolled a 4 for all 3 of them. So 7 points again.
I am looking bad again.
Comes in with just a
Since
flourish.
you hit me like a bunch of times.
Midnight.
Ouch. Don't worry.
I'm going to go against instincts and let's see, double check how much I can do. Yes, I can do it. I'm just going to come around here to this area because I need to be able to see the people out there.
Yep. You guys standing over his unconscious body.
It's okay. He doesn't need it.
Nah.
And attack with the pommel.
Okay. Against the leader?
Say what?
Against the leader?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Since I have someone, an ally or an enemy of the target within 5 feet, I still get sneak attack if I hit.
You get sneak attack, but not advantage.
Yeah. So that is plus 5, so total is 17.
17 hits. Yes.
Yeet. Dagger damage. Can I roll higher for these things, please? So that's 4, 5, 8 damage.
Okay.
And then my second Whales of the Grave is going to. Oh, I figured out a good visual for this now. So when I smack this guy and cause a little bit of blood to fly off of him, the blood turns black and to a black mist and flies towards this guy over here, surrounds him and
Okay.
does two necrotic damage to him.
Okay. 2 necrotic damage. He kind of backs up a little bit. He's like, what the hell? Anything else, Midnight?
I can bonus action attack. Why not?
Go for it.
I've got nowhere to move, so I'm going to be a target now. That is 23.
Yes, 23 hits.
And then... Oop, that's the wrong number, actually. That is 1 damage.
Alright, 1 damage it is. And top, yes, there is going to be a bolt going at you from the guy you just attacked from out in the hallway. Ooh, and that is going to be a 24 to hit you.
No, it's too high.
Sorry.
And that is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
All right. Let me just add that and then... I need to mark off my features now, because I haven't been doing that. Whale of the Grave and... Hellish Rebuke. As a
Your
reaction...
Hellish Rebuke.
Yep.
Never against 2? Okay. Dex save, correct?
Yes, Dexterity.
That is going to be a 5.
That does not succeed. 2d10. Which one is 10? There we go. That's a 10. That is 10 total damage of fire damage. And so the fire...
Nice.
Visual for this, when the crossbow hits...
It's actually 3d10
Is it?
if you're using your teeth then, because it's cast at second level. With the
That's
racial.
true, that's true. I'm sorry, I completely
Or
missed that.
one more d10.
I threw that in the wrong thing. That's another 2 points of damage. So a total of 12. But visual
Alright.
is when the blood that comes out of her body after being pierced suddenly starts to burn with black flame and flies towards him and in an inferno.
Alright. It kind of like screeches, like kind of scorches across his chest and his arms. He's, what the hell?
And with that, I am out of most of my numbered abilities.
Alright. Valerian.
I want to move up, so I'm flanking the leader bitch with Midnight.
Okay. Yep. Oh, sorry. That's good. You kind of move through Aphris, so it's 10, 15 to get to where you are.
Okay. And then I'm going to firebolt her in the face. Oops. It's on my dice. That's going to be a 17.
17 hits.
That's 7 fire damage, non-lethally.
Alright.
And I will bonus action force cannon her in the face. knock her ass out, hopefully. That's going to be a natural 20.
There you go.
Nice.
That's going to be 28 force damage.
Nice.
4 sevens.
Yeah.
28. So she like you gotta hit her with the fire, and she kind of like blinds her for a second. You just bring up the force cannon to her chest, and she kind of like knocks sideways against the door sill and then falls to the ground.
I'll peek out the door and once again say, no one else has to fall, as there's now like 6 bodies at our feet.
Anything else, Valerian?
Oh, that's it.
Afris.
It'd be a lot less intimidating if I wasn't disguised.
It did what Valerian said seem to sink in.
The two outside definitely look frightened.
Well, since I don't know if they actually are going to listen to that, I am going to whichever dude shot me with the crossbow. I feel like I got hit with the crossbow at some point.
You did. It was the same guy that Midnight has been sending all of her spirit and weird powers at. Yeah.
Okay, well, at that one, because fuck you, bro. I'm just gonna like whoosh around and guiding bolt his ass non-lethally.
Alright.
Guiding bolt.
Now you
off the
definitely
bottom.
see Afris throw some damage, throw some magic out.
Yeah. I'm looking really rough too. But I feel like it's worth it. Okay. Oh, okay, that's good. That's a 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
Or D6.
Fuck him up.
Okay. Oh, I rolled really well. Okay. That is wait, that's a 3. 18 damage.
18.
Yeah, 18. Non-lethally.
Whoosh, like a ball of light just careens
It looks
from
like
your
a
hand.
lightning bolt, sort of.
Lightning just crackles through the doorway, nails this guy in the chest, lifts him off his feet, and just slams him to the ground. He's just he's on the ground unconscious now.
You're fine, bro.
Can I free
Anything
action
else?
look at the guy and go run?
I'm like, we just needed information. This didn't need to happen.
Or does that not happen on my off my turn?
I mean, you can it's flavor, it's whatever. It's fine. Turn around, run. Anything else, Afris?
I guess I'll just stay there, chill.
Okay. This dude drops his crossbow and bolts the opposite. Like, he gets out there and runs south in basically the direction of the map. He just basically just runs out there. And so there's no longer any combatants that are in the area at the moment. What would you guys like to do?
Okay. I would
I'm
like
gonna
to
check the
start
boss
gathering up the
bitch's body.
bodies. I want to take their weapons, and then I want to
Okay.
start tying them up.
Okay. As you guys are checking the bodies, you do find she has, let's see here. They have a bunch of maces and heavy crossbows on them, and the main leader has some studded leather, a scimitar, and a dagger.
Studded leather.
And as you guys are collecting this stuff, you hear out from the hallway, "Come out slowly with your hands up, and we will not have to end you."
I'm real sick of people telling me this. This guy's suffering.
What are you guys doing?
Um,
Oh,
Can
sorry,
they
I was
see
writing
us
down the
right
stuff
now?
that we found.
Sorry, one at a time. Valeria, what did you say?
Can they see me right now?
You can't see anyone who's talking. You just heard it down the hallway yell.
Okay.
Afterwards, what did you say?
I was just writing everything down, so I hadn't actually.
Midnight.
can I see them?
You cannot see anyone. No.
I'm going to drop my disguise and cast guidance on myself. I'm going to crawl out of the building as if I was a random person that was here and act like I wasn't a part of the fight and that people just broke in suddenly and started attacking.
Okay, so you're disguising yourself as like an injured random person
No.
that was here.
I'm dropping my disguise.
Okay, so
He just looks really injured.
I'm crawling out like a really injured Warforged that wasn't here when all these unconscious people were conscious.
Okay, so you Valeria kind of gets down on his hands and knees, his chest, and starts like crawling out. I'm guessing you're acting kind of like injured, and like obviously you're injured, but like acting more, like a non-combatant.
Yeah, I got like a max of 46 health, and I'm sitting at 16, so I look heavily injured.
Okay. As you crawl out through and you're basically into the hallway, you hear a bunch of movement, and you look to either side down the hallway, and there are to your right there are 10 people with heavy crossbows. There are 5 in the first row knelt down on their knees, and there's 5 above them standing pointing at where you are. And then you look to your left down the hallway where the other guy ran, and there's another set of 10 individuals that are lined up with heavy crossbows all pointed at you. And you hear a guy kind of in the back of the row to the south like, "Don't move!"
Okay, me hearing this,
I'm just gonna say they came out of nowhere.
Make a deception check.
can I,
That's why I guidance myself first. Oh, fuck. At 21.
Okay, and what were you going to say at first?
I wanna, well, I was gathering up all the bodies, but I wanna go to the leader lady.
Mhm.
I wanna tie her up, gag her, and,
Okay.
I wanna wake her up.
Okay. You kind of you get a quick tie around it because it's kind of a rush at this point because you have people out there shouting for you to get out, come out with your hands up,
Ready
and
to
so you
make a
kind of
check?
quickly tie her. Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Oof, that's unfortunate, I think. Let's see. Oh, it's not good, but let's see how I roll. Nope, it's not good. It's a 9.
Okay. I mean, it's around her. You're not really sure if it's really going to hold anything, but you get it around her.
You just wrapped it around her head.
Yeah, and you kind of
She's just
slap
gagged.
her a little bit. You kind of slap her, and she kind of
It's not even
blearily
tied, it's
opens
just
her
wrapped.
eyes. She kind of blearily opens her eyes at you. What? She is awake.
Hello.
What's going
How's
on?
it going?
As you're
She's
talking to her,
gagged.
you hear another order from outside. The rest of you, put your hands up and come out slowly. Drop your weapons, or we will be forced to kill you.
The fun TPK moment.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Valeria, you're kind of on the ground, and they've told you not to move, and you see the 20 of the people start to slowly move in towards you. They're maybe about 10 feet from the edge.
Okay. I'm gonna
They haven't
go
fired
with
on,
the
they haven't
story.
fired
I've
on
been
you.
trying to lie.
Okay.
Just
what are the rest
remain
of you
there
doing,
motionless and act like I'm injured.
Do you have a plan, Afris?
Not at all. No, I was just gonna use this lady as a shield.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna pick her up.
Okay, well now I don't have a shield anymore, but okay.
Tell them to stand down.
She kind of She looks at you. You're not gonna get out of here alive, even if I die. Promise you that.
We're not here. We're not interested in killing you. Tell them to stand down.
We just wanted information. I feel like this is an overreaction on your part.
You have all pissed off the wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Again, overreaction on your part. All he wanted to do was talk to a kid about my friend who was kidnapped. And look where we are now.
So just as we'll get this set up here. Valerian, you are out here, and there are 10 people to the north and 10 people to the south, and they're about 5 feet away. They're kind of right almost right at the corner. So Midnight, you pick up the leader and kind of put her in front of you as a shield, and essentially hiding behind her. So let's say get 3/4 cover.
I'm gonna shield. I'm gonna walk out with my dagger to her throat.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm going behind the corner so that he can't shoot me. I have 6 health.
Okay, so you get there and you walk out here with the leader in front of you with the dagger.
I'm gonna yell at everyone. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and yell, "Stand down, or she dies."
As you yell that, you see you have not seen the amount of people at this point, but then as they kind of like converge in this semicircle around around Valerian, pointing most of their crossbows at you, you hear another voice kind of in the back of all of the archers. It's like, "No, you stand down, put your weapon, or we will fire! You have to the count of 3!
Sounds like they don't care about you.
1! She just kind of like laughs. She's like, "Trust me, this isn't going to end well. Surrender now. 2! 3!
Alright, I toss her and stand down.
You toss her, drop the blade, and hold up your hand. And they, a number of them, about 8 of them, rush forward. 2 of them rush to you, Valerian, grab you, pick you up, and hold you. The 8 of them move forward and kind of like a bunch of them grab you, Midnight, slam you to the ground, like putting your face in the ground, and then start tying your hands up, tying you up. The other ones move into the room and see you, Aphris, and they all point their crossbows at you and put your weapon down!
No, thank you.
Put your weapon down or we will fire!
I mean, you're really close to me. I feel like it's not the weapon you need, but I mean, you do you, I guess.
They are going to basically, one of them is going to move forward to grab you and to try to start restraining you.
Would that be considered an attack?
It's a replacement for an attack, so technically, yeah.
Okay, because I forgot I had this ability, and I want to use Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
So, as my reaction to him attacking me, he needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
Sorry, I'd rather go down fighting than...
Okay. What dex save you said?
You ready to roll up a new character?
18.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. He makes it, but he still takes half damage. So let me see. Okay, so my skin kind of starts crackling, and a bolt of lightning comes out of it and hits him. But he only takes half damage, so that would be what is that? 13 damage halved. Whoops.
13 damage total, and then halved for 6. Or 13 is halved.
No, 13. You need to have it. Yeah.
Okay. So 6 damage. So yeah, bolt of lightning hits him, and as it does,
Sorry about that.
3 bolts immediately get launched at you. With one of them being a 9, unfortunately.
That one doesn't hit.
and a 10.
Did you roll really bad this whole time, please?
And then the last one is
Oh, damn.
a 22
Damn, it hits me.
All it's got to do is less than 6.
for
Yeah.
7 points.
Oh man, I'm down.
And so, like, the first two you're able to dodge, but the last one catches you right in the chest. You just, you fall over. And
I don't make
as
any
you
noise.
guys-
No.
you just fall over.
I silently crumble to the ground.
So they immediately tie you up, get you to, so basically they tied up Afris and Midnight. They don't have you tied up yet, Valeri, but they do have you restrained. And they start dragging you all away at this point, essentially. And that is how we will end this session, as you are all being dragged further into the Black Lantern lane.
and I gotta make some death saves come next episode.
You know that
We gotta wait a week for that. That's exciting.
Did you ever see that meme where someone just has like 20 arms that are coming out to face palm all at once? That's how I feel right now.
Avarice is cool. Not cool with dying yet. She has to get Birdie back, but then she's cool with dying after that.
Oh my god. I literally cannot plan for these sessions. I can't. I just can't. There's just no point.
That's what I always say. Don't plan.
I will say it's not me doing this either.
I think that went exactly how it needed to.
Alright. Well, I hope people watching this had a good time. That's
fun session all around.
That did not go as planned for pretty much anyone involved.
Nope.
Alright.
Really putting a weight on our finding Birdie plan.
Have a good night, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and
Have a good
end this
night.
stream.